It's just a life we live in.
They bullshit, dog. They go to work.
You can give a nigga love, but he still complain. Lace a nigga with a chain, make him scream his name. You can fall on your hands, he straight down, baby.
Following where others lead.
Yeah, nigga. Flight Rick Cleaver on the motherfucking beard, man. You know what I'm talking about? Just finna lace a nigga with some gang, you know what I mean? Lot of OG nigga, you know what I mean? Nigga don't really give a nigga no game. The nigga just really be peeping it when they try to run it, you know what I'm talking about, man? But I can tell a nigga a lot by losing the way, you know what I'm talking about? And how easy it is to do it, you know what I mean? Following with others leading the way, you know what I'm talking about? And it really the blind leading blind, you know what I'm talking about? Big flight in the motherfucker, man, street free. Losing the way it be easy. Find out yourself, you ain't gotta believe me. I'm the wolf leader of the pack. When I done got it, I'm bringing it back. Nigga do anything for a stack. I'm taking that back, just give him a sack. I knew him from school, he was taking his hat. They gave him a yak, he don't know how to act. I hear about the crime, I know that they black. Every day a nigga get shot up. We the only one ruining this shit. The A-Raps, the crackers ain't doing that shit. And they keep they foot on our neck. Let us be the threat, they'll run up a check. How many niggas left young and dumb? Where you from? And them niggas come back a vet. And niggas ain't caught on yet. A lot of these niggas might think I'm slow. Behind the fuck the Indian stove don't take food stamps and we in the ghetto. You know what I mean? How they gonna say goddamn EBT not accepted, nigga? Know what I mean? Nigga, you in the ghetto, nigga, you must don't know where the fuck you know how this shit go. Nigga, bus better get low. Nigga be starving with all in the robbing. Trying to get over and stay overcharged. Leaving no room for your partner to bargain. Put the cap on the cap. Put the slime on his mind. Gotta do it every time. It don't matter about a nigga being day one. But it's a nigga A1. Knew they were fake. Knew they would hate. They can plot in their face, he won't say nothing. But that nigga one nigga hang with. In the hood on that same shit, on that lame shit. You and them niggas from the same brick, but that ain't shit, cause niggas ain't shit.
Following where others lead.
Man ain't righteous, man. He ain't righteous. His business ain't righteous. We should spend no money with him. He should make no money here. Nail coin. But our people sit up in here. Gotta start sitting up in here support.
Don't you mind for real? Stop sitting up in here, sister. All right, they try to slow it down. We still working.
There's the digital world, and then there's the physical world, where digital rules do not apply in the physical world. If we have an altercation, because one, you shouldn't be having altercations with strangers. I know that people call you names. I know that people disrespect you. I know that people do all type of shit. But I'm sorry to say this, and it sounds crazy to say this, but we got to remember about what it is like to actually live in the physical world. I don't give a fuck who calls me a name in the physical world. The thing on my mind is this worth dying for? Is this worth going to jail for? Is this worth delaying my day or delaying my freedom? You have to think about this. If all that's being exchanged is words. Because if somebody's just calling you nigger, who gives a fuck if a milk cricket calling you nigger? Dog, you got a family that give a fuck about you.
Real talk. You better speak. You better listen now. We got some work to do tonight.
What is that very first song that stamped hip-hop as your favorite genre? I'm not talking about the very first song you heard. I'm talking about that song that made you feel at home when you heard it. For me, it was Jay-Z's Hard Knock Life. I remember me and my brother, we were standing in front of the house, and he was just describing to me how the little girl was singing the chorus. And in my head, not knowing how things work, of course, I'm like, hey, why he ain't pick me for that video? So I studied that video, studied that song, and I just knew that this is where I'm going to be at for the rest of my life. Or how about that very first pair of sneakers you bought? Now, I didn't have the money, but I begged my mom for like a month straight to have $75 so I can go get me some all-white Air Force Ones. At the time, they were only $65, plus tax made them $70, and then I needed some bus fare to get back and forth home, because those times, somebody wanted some gas money, and I just ain't have it to give. You wasn't dipping into my Air Force One money. I dreamed about them shoes day in and day out until they was on my feet. You know how geeked I was to be walking around with those on? Now, what about the biggest sports moment that you heard about, even if you didn't watch sports? I still remember everybody and their mama talking about how AI crossed Jordan. Now, until that moment, you wouldn't even dare think that something like that could possibly happen to Jordan.
All right, let's get to work. Let's get to work.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Yeah, tell you. Yeah, I don't know her name, but her skirt off. I just went and got it out the mud, brush the dirt off. I don't like talking about it, cause the numbers, they might hurt y'all. But I could get a bird off what I make from getting a verse off. Got them niggas dropping prices now to get that work off. Connected, I could get you ice and ounces like a Smirnoff. Niggas acting funny, I got Sunny White, that smirk off. Big ass Glock, big ass Ruger, let these bitches have a twerk off. Super fan, she don't never take my merch off. Sweating me, imagine all the calories she burn off. I don't want her, she ain't want me first off. When you on, they switch, it's a turn off. Bitch, I'd rather jerk off. Bitch, I'll buy a cigarette before I trust a hoe. Nigga, I'll buy some Nicorette before I duck some smoke. Leave your whole side numb, like a victim of a stroke. And I love it when she giving neck and let me fuck her throat. If you fucking with a nigga, bitch, you fucking with the goat. I'm a stand up nigga, bitch, you fucking with a joke. I be telling her I hate her, but I love her though. It might be toxic, but it keep on her fucking toes. Whether diamonds on my checks, all I fucking know. They better make sure mine clear like a bubble coat. It was cold, man, I couldn't afford a bubble coat. Was in the hood with the zips, tryna bubble though. I used to give my brothers dope, now I give my brothers hope. I made my way up out them streets, it feel like I shovel snow. You don't think I got that heat, bitches, you stupid, dumb, I slow. I'm over heads, but undefeated, it feel like I'm jumping rope. I was trapping cause I was broke, I'm a rapper cause I'm dope. I keep going cause I know just what gon' happen if I don't. I've been dripping like a faucet since I tapped into my flow. I'm a different type of monster. Bands in my hands, I've been snapping like a lobster. I deserve an Emmy, a Grammy, and an Oscar. Let him slide, he with his family. I'm a father. Glock 9, keeping it handy, and a chopper. Plus some extra rounds in the trunk like I'm a boxer. Nigga, don't get found in the trunk. I'm a mobster. Trying to get a M in my circle, I'm in a Mazda. Durango, Charger, Challenger, how I dodge her. Baby said she couldn't let go, so I blocked her. Yeah, I'm trying to cook her. Work my triceps, I do push-ups. Work my biceps, we do pull-ups. She just love him, he a looker. She just wish he understood her. Where your blick at? I got in with something, turn this party to a kickback. Don't go get no shit back, trying to get your shit back. No one in the chamber, ain't no click-clack. Better come with everything like a Big Mac. I smack her where she thick at. I can make that pussy talk, pimp name Slickback. Sock said hit that, the shot wet, split at. You be so disgusted if I told you where she lick at. She never gon' get licked back, don't be mad.
Yeah, I think we're a little. Yo, there we go. Hold on. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I think we just a little lag in it, little lag. Let me see how we gonna do this. Hold on. I didn't wanna. Come on with it, dog. Let this go and do it the real way. Let this do it the real way. Fuck the dumb shit, man. Fuck all the dumb shit. All right, we know why we here. We not gonna waste no time. Let's just gonna get down to the business, man. Let's get down to the business. Hold on. Yo. Hello? All right. Y'all know why y'all here. Let's just go and get to it. You know what it is. Let's see where we should start at.
Like y'all want me to have loyalty for this nigga he don't even have for me. That's not me. I'm sorry, that's not me. I don't care how much money he got. I don't care how big he get. I don't care how low he get. I don't want to be a part of that nigga life. I'm glad I don't gotta call a nigga my daddy no more. He's a bitch. Like for real. Like I'm glad. Anybody that know me knows when
in the name. Yeah, we gonna be here a while. We gonna be here a while, man. Look, man, look, real talk. I'm gonna say it. Hold on. Yo. Yeah, hold on. Let me. I ain't really started yet. Let me get started. I've been calling on it. I got you. Man, look here. I know it's a lot of ways that we supposed to look at this situation, but my first issue, I just got to be for real. My first issue is the way that this little motherfucker talk. How old is she? How old is this damn girl? That's the first thing. How old is she? I think they saying 16. Let's you know what? I want to do this the right way. Let's do it the right way. So we're gonna jump right into it. Let's go to this right here. If you look in your top right corner, you can see what chapter we on. We are on the Boosie buys his daughter a car. Boosie buys his daughter a car. Boosie buys his daughter a car. Let's see that.
Happy birthday, Fat. 2023. 47 miles.
All right. We got to keep the score. We have to keep the score. We got to keep everything even. We got to keep everything in perspective. I'm going to go further. Let's go further. All right. So obviously this is Boosie's daughter. It's one of his daughters. Let's go back to when this girl was 13 years old. So this girl was 13 years old, and the word came down that Boosie said that he was going to hit the girl. He was going to black her eyes. That was the word, that he was going to black her eyes. You know what? I don't have that one. That one is on the TV. I feel like we got to see that though. I feel like we have to watch that, because we got to know, because just seeing it come out of nowhere without no real context, we got to see what's going on. Hold on. We're gonna listen to it. All right.
Because you know it ain't what the streets have. It's only they go by what you can prove. And whoever send shit up, just get off of it because y'all made. But here go one of the phone calls he had. Told my baby. Want to know what did y'all? Hello, walking over. You walking over? What you see on the phone? What? No, I want to know what did y'all? I'm taking all my shit to move. You call my daughter a bitch? Tell that bitch I'm taking all my wheels in the move. You call my daughter a bitch? I'm gonna black her fucking eye when I want you to put your hands on my eye. make us some more, y'all. So this is y'all father of the year. This is how he talked to his daughter about blacking her eyes and knocking her teeth out of her mouth. This is what he does. Hello? Hello? Why is he calling my phone? Send address, man. Send address for what? They already looking for your motherfucking ass. Right now, send address and get this shit over with, man. Send address for what? Send me an address. I'm pulling up. Pulling up for what? Send me an address, man. Just send an address. I gotta talk to you about this. Talk to me about what? You already paid on me. I got you talk. Bitch, you about my brother. You come out. I got the whole like my brother and all this. Bitch, you doing? You just doing too much.
Oh, God damn. Stupid bitch. Damn. Oh, come on, bitch. If you finna fucking put something up there, I can't even fucking hear what the fuck is being said. But what's being said is, so she got him on recording, and he's saying he's gonna black his daughter eyes, and he going off on a bitch. I'm gonna put a bag on you, bitch, and he's going the fuck off. And that's and this bitch right here in the top right corner, that's your father of the year, and she's saying all that shit. What she's not saying is that the reason why, and this is a very big issue, and like I said, tonight we're gonna really have a heavy conversation. What she's not letting be known, you're talking about him being father of the year, but you're not saying that the reason why he's mad is because the girl got a fucking train ran on her at a damn football game when she was 13 years old. What was a father's response supposed to be? How was he supposed to respond to getting the word that some little Baton Rouge niggas has ran a train on? This is Lil Boosie's daughter. He's supposed to be cool about that, and you're using that as, and this is the issue with the baby mama, baby daddy drama. It's all love until the baby comes, and that is because, and I really didn't want to get real deep, but I see we're gonna have to tonight. I had a young guy ask me, why does it seem like a relationship is good right up until the baby comes? Why wouldn't a baby strengthen the relationship between the mother and the father? And it's because in these situations, let me show you. In these situations, when it's a street nigga and it's a street bitch, while they're going together, when they're going together and shit like that, the nigga is the one with all the power. The girl is at the house trying to find out where she at. This is where you know, a bitch get all the reputation of being a spy and being able to hack into the phone and find out where he at and all of these things. She never had any power in the relationship. He always had the power. As soon as he said he was leaving, she got to go over the bridge. I'm finna kill myself. And like, she has no power. And as long as that's the case, a nigga doesn't mind putting up with the bitch. It's not until now, I don't have no pictures of the bitch. Are you serious? I know I got pictures of her. Now, this is what I'm saying with the upload and shit. This shit is insane. Come on, my nigga. The bitch has no power. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm telling you this real talk. I'm giving you what's real right now. Fuck what side of the argument you own. I'm letting you know what's going on. If you want to know why the baby destroys the relationship, it's because the relationship has been all good as long as the girl has had no power, as long as she's had to run behind him and chase him down and deal with him cheating and deal with him coming in the house late and all these things. The relationship is good. It's not until she has that taste of power to where now I not only have your seed, because a lot of times just having the street niggas child is not enough to get him to act right. It's I have the power to send you to court now. And the nothing ass bitch knows this. This is the reason why when you're dealing with a bitch who doesn't mind dealing with a street nigga, you need to have your eyes wide open. She's not going to be cool with being in that spot of having to let you run over her. That's not her end game. Her end game is not just to sit there and have to have bitches embarrassing her, talking about some I can have your man and all these. She's not good with that. She might not make that known to you that she has a plan to make that stop happening, but best believe she has a plan. Once she has that child, that's when you get that phone call, I'm pregnant, and everything. This is why you get that adverse effect from the dude. Bitch, I don't know who, bitch, and you get all this shit going on because now the dynamic, the power shift. It just, so now you have to answer the phone. You're going to have to adhere to her. And now a lot of times she's going to try to give back all of those years of you running over her, all of those years of you doing her bad. She's trying to give that shit back to you. So she'll run the goddamn, well, you need to get this for the baby shower. You need to, and she'll just have you hand and foot. And she'll be using that solely just so she has power, solely just so she can take pictures and show bitches, yeah, bitch, he over here with me. That's all she wants it for. It has shit to do with the child. The child is nothing more than a chess piece to get what she wants, period, point blank. This is how you get a lot of times. A lot of these nothing ass bitches will go out here and, you know, you've seen bitches actually kill the child. Once the bitch finds out that the man loves the child, now you have a very horrible situation on your hands. Horrible situation on your hands. I use Magic Johnson. I use Magic Johnson as a good example. Magic Johnson, obviously, everybody knows he was fucking off heavy. If you think that his wife, this is, people get shit fucked up and they don't put it in real terms. Humans have feelings, they have emotions. You think that a bitch likes not only not being home by herself, but you think as he was cheating, he was calling all the time and asking her what her favorite color was and all this shit. She knows that she only gets gifts when he wants to apologize. You think she's cool with that? Now, hold on. Hey, look, if you just want to, I'm trying to give you what's real. If we're not going to understand what happened from the beginning, then I don't know what we doing here. What we doing here? I'm trying to give you the reason why. How in the fuck are you going to get a beautiful flower when you're planting it in sand and gravel and you hope that this motherfucker be the rose that grew from the concrete? That's not realistic. That's not logical. So excuse me, I'm going to tell you how it happened. Now, as I was saying, Magic Johnson was out there living his best life, forgetting he had a wife altogether, because he knew and she knew that she was lucky. This is why the bitch won't leave the coop. She won't leave at the first sign of him not wanting to be with her the way that she wants to be with him. Because she doesn't want another motherfucker to come in there and fill that spot, even though as soon as they get in that spot, they'll realize how miserable it is. Hell no. Because in real life, you can either you could get cheated on by Magic Johnson or Tyrone Johnson. Work down there at the labor ready, hoping that they hire him on for another day. You know it's gonna rain tomorrow. He gonna have to take an umbrella to go out there and catch the fucking bus. We're gonna talk real tonight. That doesn't change the fact that she's starting to resent him. And with that resentment comes, I resent what enables you to treat me like this. So you being good at basketball, your team winning and all that shit, I hate that because that's making you even more of a target for women. And every time I'm in competition with another woman, I lose. So she hates everything that makes you great. And this is how you get that household where it's tumultuous, where you come home and tell your partner some good news and they're indifferent to it. Ain't nobody listening, man. Ain't nobody listening. I might as well go and ride out, man. Ain't nobody listening. Where's the damn? Oh, it's going over here. Just watch. I don't know. You gonna have to watch it. E. Shout out to that nigga E. I see E.T. shout out to Air. He come through on the cash app showing that love. No words, straight love. I appreciate that, big home. Shout out to that nigga Rock Jr. coming through. Love. You know what it is, my nigga. Shout out to that nigga Rock Jr. Shout out to that nigga Edgar Allan Cole. You know, hold on. I got another sound effect. Hold on. I got a new sound effect for when y'all show love. Look at that. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that nigga. Shout out to that nigga Edgar Allan Cole. Shout out to that nigga Terrell Bay. You know what the fuck going on, nigga. Hold on, nigga. Can y'all hear me? Oh, you can't hear me when I play it, but yeah, shout out to that nigga Terrell Bay coming through heavy. You know what the fuck going on, nigga. Now, hold on. We got to get back to it. I don't want to go too hard with that. Let me find it. So, like I'm telling you, it's a heavy. I can't see the PayPal yet. Hold on. I'm coming over there. This is how you get this household to be tumultuous. This is how you get it to where whatever you love, I hate. This is why I say if you're in a relationship where you don't even want to come home and tell your partner the good news because this is how you start feeling like they're hating on you. That shit didn't come from out of nowhere. It came because your wins equals them losing. They really want to say, fuck your shit, nigga. Fuck that bullshit. They really want to come and say that, but they don't want to be seen as an outright hater. So they're, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. So the household is tumultuous. The worst thing that can happen in that relationship with that female holding that, and I'm saying female for a reason, with that mother, that potential mother holding that much angst and that much horrible energy for you, the worst thing that can happen is for her to get pregnant. The worst thing that could happen is for her to get pregnant. I see you, ET. I see you. Hey, Nate, resend me that video, Nate, because it ain't come through. It's not uploading. The worst thing that can happen in that situation is for her to actually get pregnant. Because what happens is all of that hate and evil energy, if you believe that the child gets all of this from the mother, and if the mother, you can't do certain drugs, you can't drink alcohol and all this shit, you feel like that's important, but you feel like the way she feels about the father is not going into that child. Wondering why when the father tries to hold the child, oh shit. And that mother, with the hate that she has, she's not thinking like this is human shit. When we're angry, we're not thinking logical. So with her hatred that she has for you, for those years of you cheating and all of that shit and doing her wrong, she loves to see that child not want to be, you know what I'm saying, on you and have that adverse effect to you. How unless and short of you not only being in that house with that child from the time that they're born to the time they're 18, there's not much you can do to turn that shit around. So already the child already is not knowing why, but they're looking at you with the side eye. We got mothers who have done their child horribly, but a motherfucker get an award. I just want to, look at LeBron James. Look at LeBron James. I just want to give this shout out to my mother and just Tupac. We can look at it in us. Dog, it's you got to get to be a certain age and a certain intellectual stature to be able to see any error in what your mother might have done and be like, no, you was wrong right there. For all purposes, the mother is the first God. The mother is the first God that a person knows. This is what gave me life. Got to breastfeed. This is where my life comes from. You know how people, real heavy religious people who may, get too deep in something, they'll give you a reason why. If something bad happened in their life, they'll give a reason why God did that to them. And I'm not being sacrilegious. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? They'll give a reason why God did that. And if he does something good, they'll give it. Anything that happens is because, and she's always right. I'm not comfortable talking about that. That's what it's like. And if you're raised in that household to where that mother is a nothing ass bitch, to where she's exposing you to ratchet shit. Katrina sent me a video yesterday of a teacher. I know I got that shit. She sent it yesterday. I should have it. No, this phone is running too fucking slow. I got so many clips. I can't even find this shit, man. Man, I can't even see that shit, man. That's bullshit, dog. The clips I need, I can't find them, but the ones I don't need, they just everywhere. But you know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you feeding that child bullshit and all this shit like this, and like I said, in most cases with us being, we young when we having these children, but especially when you dealing with a street situation, these motherfuckers won't let the little girl get a year old. The child will come out with baby hair. The first thing they do when the child come out the womb is attach a motherfucking unit to that motherfucker. Just slap that bitch on that motherfucker and just tie that bitch down. Her hair perfect for the Brazilian. Like this motherfucker right here. Just perfect with the, I'm saying, like, just slap a whole fucking, fuck the weave. We just finna put a wig on this child. What the fuck are you doing? We gonna talk tonight. Like this right here.
All right, y'all. So I'm about to do a story time on this C-list celebrity that flew me out. I wasn't going to say his name at first because my girlfriend was all like, oh, don't say his name. But my thing is this. I'm not exposing him because what's there to expose? Once y'all listen to my story time, y'all going to be like, oh, you didn't expose him. You just kept.
Listen, that's tomorrow. But you see how that... Dog, Eric, didn't you send me a picture of this bitch? Don't I have a picture of that damn girl? Don't I have a picture of that motherfucker? If y'all tell me, if you want a Patreon, then you already know what I'm on. But look at this motherfucker. No, I ain't gonna play. I ain't gonna show that one. I'm gonna show this one. Man, come on with the bullshit tonight, man. Damn. All the bullshit, man. Well, just on some bullshit tonight, dog. All right. Now, look at this right here and tell me if this is a boy or a girl. Real talk. Real talk. Is this a boy or a girl? Be honest. Everybody be honest. I'm looking. Look what Brian said. Is this a boy or a girl? Everybody be honest. And this is how the picture came. This is on some heavy shit. This is real shit. It came like this. But this supposed to be the girl that Young Blue. This girl she's exposing Young Blue because Young Blue, I guess, fucked her and didn't pay her or something like that. But it's supposed to be deep on some shit. So we're gonna holler about that. We're gonna definitely holler about this shit tomorrow. Cause we gotta talk about that. No, real talk. Look at what Trey said. Real talk, real. Real talk, real. You see what I'm saying? Now, on some real shit, I'm looking at blue. I'm looking at blue on this one. I'm looking at blue on this one. Big Home, I don't know how in the fuck are you any type of celebrity and you pick this? Like, did she catfish you? What the fuck? No, that chest look like it's muscular. You know what I'm saying? Like it's muscular. And dog, bitch is gonna stop playing with this makeup like this, dog. Bitch gonna stop playing with that makeup, man. Bitch gonna learn to stop playing with that makeup, trying to trick folks. You just taking straight headshots. Nah, yeah, we gonna talk about that tomorrow. I ain't even gonna show y'all no more. Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna, nah, that bitch, we gonna snap tomorrow. We gonna snap. But back to what I was saying, real talk. Let's get back to it, my nigga. Let's get back to it. It's serious though. It's a real deal, man. It's a real deal. When we talking about mother and father, and you wondering how the child gets to be this evil, or the child gets to be any type of evil, you have to understand that the first thing that you should look at is the parents. But 95% of the time, you look at the mother. You look at the mother. Now, let's go ahead and get started, because I don't want to get too deep in it. Let's go ahead and get started. So that's the first thing I wanted y'all to understand. What happened was when the little girl was 13 years old, she was so ratchet that she was letting niggas run a train on her at 13 years old. And instead of the mother being ashamed of that, she used that situation to say, look what her daddy is saying. Why aren't you embarrassed? So you know that the father is going to be too embarrassed to say, the reason why I was snapping like that is because my daughter, my 13-year-old daughter, got a train ran on her. So you just take the time out to say, oh, look what he doing. Are you serious? What type of fucking child are you? And then you trying to get him to admit that he killed your brother. Dog, we gonna keep it real. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Dog, I'm gonna keep it. I gotta be real. I have to be real. Bitch. Like, nah, I can't find the picture. Bitch, don't nobody give a fuck about you. This go for Lil Wayne baby mama. This go for, you know what I'm saying? Nobody give a fuck about you if you're not one of Boosie baby's mamas. Are you serious? The only reason that you can go live and get over 5 people in that bitch, the reason why you not just any other nothing ass bitch that's walking around that neighborhood you in, is because you're Boosie's baby mama. And I hate to say, that's the only reason why them little boys really wanted to even run a train on your daughter like that, is because they can say, we ran a train on Boosie's daughter. We're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it real tonight. Bitch, dog, we have to kill the dumb shit. You, like, the Shade Room and all these other motherfuckers will have your head pumped up like you some fucking body because you had a baby. Look at this fat head bitch right here. Look at this bitch. This bitch on the internet thinking that she's somebody because a nigga fucked her. You know damn well you tricked that damn boy. And to be honest, that nigga got some fucking allegations over his head for seeing you and still going through with the mission. To be for real. It's space on your bikini bottom. It's space in between the top of the shit. It's space. That means either you wearing your big sister bikini bottom or you got something in that motherfucker, man. Hey, man, we gonna keep it real tonight, my nigga. We gonna keep it real tonight.
All right, y'all. So I'm about to do a story time on this C-list celebrity that flew me out. I wasn't going to say his name at first because my girlfriend was all like, oh, don't say his name. But my thing is this. I'm not exposing him because what's there to expose? Once y'all listen to my...
Bitch, you ran to the internet. What's up with this? Dog, what's so hard about a motherfucker just saying, hey, shit, I'm finna run my shit up off this nigga? What's wrong with saying that? Brian said it best. You talking about he a C-list celebrity. Bitch, who the fuck are you? It's a problem, my nigga. Now, I was thinking about this shit yesterday, like, dog, any motherfucker that's really on some shit, like really on, motherfuckers ain't talking that much. They got motherfuckers who run their social media, dog, even the professional whores. I'm talking about the bitches who are actually in the market. I'm talking about true to the cause gold diggers, bitches who are actually trying to get bought by millionaires. Their social media, they not on that bitch shaking ass. They not trying to accidentally show ass. Them bitches are on that bitch with straight professionalism. You not gonna know who the fuck they dated and because they know that niggas don't like that shit. These bitches that you see that just showing ass and shaking ass every day, that's the hoes that may get pennies from the nerds on OnlyFans. Don't let see. I knew, man. I knew I should have went. See, I told a nigga, man. I told dog tonight we gonna keep it real tonight. Bitches is playing, man. Bitches is playing around. Every time you look up, it's another. And every time it's a bitch exposing a nigga, the bitch got some type of ailment. You can't tell me this bitch don't look like she just came straight from motherfucking treatment.
All right, y'all. So I'm about to do a story time on this C-list celebrity that flew me out. I wasn't going to say his name at first because my girlfriend was all like, "Oh, don't say his name." But my thing is this:
man,
I'm not exposing him. Because what's there to expose? Once y'all listen to my story time, y'all gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't expose him. You just kept it 100." This is my story. This is something that happened with me with a weirdo ass celebrity, and I'm here to let you know. I don't give a fuck if you're a celebrity. I actually don't give a fuck who the fuck you are. If you're a weirdo, bitch, I'm gonna treat.
If you don't stop bullshitting, we know that fucking wig is part that the hoodie came with the wig in that bitch. Look at this shit. The hoodie, watch the hoodie. The bitch came with the wig in it. Look.
All right, y'all. So I'm about to do a story time on this C-list celebrity that flew me out. I wasn't going to say his name at first because my girlfriend was all like, "Oh, don't say his name." But my thing is this: I'm not exposing him because what's there to expose? Once y'all listen to my story time, y'all gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't expose him. You just kept it 100." This is my story. This is something that happened with me with a weirdo ass celebrity, and I'm here to let you know. I don't give a fuck if you're a celebrity. I actually don't give a fuck who the fuck you are. If you're a weirdo, bitch, I'm gonna treat you exactly like what the fuck you are, which is a weirdo. A lot of these celebrities are weird. A lot of these celebrities think that because they got.
The fuck would you know? How would you know that? How would you know that? If it wasn't for Young Blue and the rest of the bi-curious motherfucking niggas in the industry, you wouldn't know no motherfucking body. You right, they weird. They have to be weird to be famous and fucking with a bitch who got a wig that came attached to a fucking hoodie. You not gonna tell me he didn't find you on no motherfucking sideways site. That nigga probably found you on Grindr. What's the other weird app? Stop that, man. We gonna stop this nonsense. We gonna stop this delirium because it didn't went too far. It's because of the delirium that this bitch think is, I didn't even expose him. I'm just telling my story. So your whole plan in this shit was, I'm going to take it as far as I can go with this. I guarantee you, if a motherfucker show the inbox, you would just all with fucking with him. You didn't like what he left on the table. That's what it was. I told y'all I hate motherfuckers using that phrase. That's weird. That's weird. What was it? What actually happened? It was weird because he gave you 1,000 and not 10,000. If he promised you 10,000 and all you got was 1,000, that tell you something. That was a courtesy ban that he left you. He wasn't supposed to leave you shit because you didn't come as advertised. Bitch, how did you even have the nerve? I'm sorry I got to get off on this, but bitch, I'm trying to see how you had the nerve. How you had the nerve to take this picture. You did all that shit to your face and you unhooked the hoodie from the back of that fucking wig you got on, but you didn't have the dignity to put some fucking lotion on the rest of your body. You bitches done got so social media retarded that you did all that to everything above the fucking neck, but wouldn't even put a dab of lotion. Not even a dab of lotion. I don't know how tall this motherfucker is. I can't tell. One of these pictures, this bitch look just like Durant, man. Look just like Kevin Durant. I'm telling you, real talk. We gotta stop this shit. Got your face looking all milky and alive, and the rest of your body just thrown away. Like you jumped into the pool and you just did this straight after coming. I'm coming out the pool. You know you ashy when you come out the pool. That's bullshit. You knew you was taking a picture. You knew full well you was taking a picture. We're gonna stop this shit tonight, man. We're gonna stop it. Who bikini bottom is that? Hey, let's get back to the point, man. Let's get back to the point. Yeah, that's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is gonna be something else. We're gonna stop this shit. Now let's get down to it. So you understand what's what. All right. You understand what that is. So that's how relationships get fucked up once the child is introduced. And that's boy or girl. If the bitch who is mad at the nigga, street nigga, or this can be a side bitch, but anything wrong, it's gonna be some hatred left inside the child. All right, now let's get to the child. All right. First things first, we got to talk about what actually took place. So before we get to that, hold on. We're going to get to Boosie got her Benz. But hold on, before we get to that, we got to show love. Is it still on? Shout that nigga. Is it still on? Yo. Shout that nigga Eddie Gates. Eddie Gates coming through the door. Accountability. Real talk. Shout out to Bianca Clemens. She came through. You said, can't wait for no negative news November. That's real shit. Shout out to that nigga Sal, man. Come on. Hold on. Is the sound on? Yeah, shout out to that nigga Satch. Satch came through. Satch said, all gas, no brakes. You know what the fuck going on. You know that nigga Satch had to wake me up. He had to wake me up to make sure we were going live. You know what the fuck going on. We on the PayPal now. Shout out to Kenya Thomas. Kenya Thomas coming through. Gotta show that love. And Kenya Thomas said, salute. You know what the fuck going on. I appreciate that. Man, come on. Hold on. I got to take this shit off for a second. Hold on. Man, you thought we were going to have a live and that nigga, and I can't even, that nigga Joshua Powell wasn't going to come through the door? You thought we were going to have a live stream and that nigga not come through? Joshua Powell said we working. You know what the fuck going on, my nigga. I'm talking about the real. Man, come on. Shout out to that nigga Brian Tisdale in this motherfucker. You know what the fuck going on, my nigga. We got everybody in this bitch tonight, my nigga. Come on with it. Shout out to that nigga Ronald Rowland. Ronald Rowland coming through. No words, straight love. I appreciate that, big home. All right. All right, let's get down to it. Let's get down to it. Yeah, we in here heavy tonight. So, let's go to the part. Let's see what actually happened. All right, so this is another thing that happens in relationships. So, they had that situation when she was 13. Behind the scenes, they work. You know what I'm saying? They get everything how they want to get it. Now she's 16 years old. All right, on her 16th birthday, Boosie buys her a present. Let's see what happened.
Man, shut up too much, man. Stop playing. It's annoying, man. Happy birthday, man. You got me ice.
All right, that ain't the whole video. That ain't the whole video, but I'm gonna ask the audience. We're gonna keep it real. Everybody just keep it real. I gotta ask the question. In real life, if you need me to play it again, I'll play it again. It's her 16th birthday. That's a skirt she has on. I thought it might have been some tights, which would still would have been fucked up. I'm asking a question and I'm trying to be real. For her 16th birthday, is what she has on. Is it appropriate?
Man, shut up too much, man. Stop playing. It's annoying, man. Happy birthday, man. You got me ice again.
Happy birthday.
Look at that. You country bitch. You country bumpkin bitch. You slutted out bitch. I'm sorry. Now, look. Now, this is what I'm saying. All right, so when we say, oh, now this is real. When we say a woman, when we say she looks like a woman, that can be outside of her. That can be outside of her. What is it? Outside of her control. She can't help the way her body grows. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about as soon as we say that we understand that there is a proper way to dress, at that point in time, we've drawn a line. As soon as we say you know how to dress in church, we've drawn a line. As soon as we say what she wore in the strip club is not appropriate for, as soon as we say it's a fuck 'em dress and all this shit like this, we know it. Come on, my nigga. We know what's what. She's walking to the car. She's walking to the car, pulling her skirt down. Listen, and I want you to hear what I'm saying right here. I'm saying this. All right, we're not retarded. So what I wear means a man should just come out and take it. What I'm saying is, you understand what you're doing. You understand exactly what you're doing. If we have codes and all of this shit right here, you know, niggas go to jail for fucking with, for statutory rape. You go to jail for that. You're looking not only like you're grown physically, which is out of your control, not only like you're grown physically, but you're dressing like you're grown as far as you choose who you want to fuck. Obviously, you wearing that, you're sexually active. So a motherfucker could, you know what I'm saying? Who are you trying to attract with that on? What are you trying to show with that on? It will be no different than as a young boy goes outside and he's sagging his pants, got a bandana in his pocket. I can wear what I want to wear. That's true as fuck. That's true as fuck. But you understand, you don't control society. You can't call a nigga weird because he catcalls a 13-year-old. You're 13 and you 16, you looking like this. You got a grown man like, man, let me hit that. Ooh, that shit fat. I'm only 16. Hold the fuck on. Hold on. Hold. Let me say this right here. So we was young, we snuck in the clubs and shit like that. So this girl is 16 years old. What if she want to go to the strip club on her birthday and shit like that? Should a nigga understand that he can't handle her the way he handles the rest of the bitches in the club? In the strip club, a nigga could feel like, yeah, I'm gonna grab a bitch ass. Do y'all understand what's going on? You look like you of age. You dress like you of age. You in the club, so a nigga treat you like a motherfucker that's of age and grab your ass or something like that. And now it's, oh, man, that nigga grabbed a 16-year-old. Whoa. Whoa. Dog, we not gonna play this game where we change the world. The world got to understand that a 16-year-old can go out this bitch showing all everything, and a nigga pose, look away, come on, man, that's not real life. If you putting makeup on to make yourself look older, you got niggas out here putting makeup on, trying to trick motherfuckers. What the fuck? For that exact reason. If you dress like a hoe, you gonna get treated like a hoe, period, point blank. This shit right here, a hoe on the stroll could wear this. You showing a nigga what he about to get. This ain't cute. This ain't cute. This is whore wear. And looking at Boosie, it's like, damn, I didn't started so much shit about, I didn't raise so much hell about the way she dressed, and she's still dressing like this. So in order for him to have a good time at the birthday party, he got to act like he don't see that his 16-year-old daughter is having to pull down her fucking skirt so it don't raise up above her 16-year-old ass. And if there's a mother who says, that, and you will stand for that shit, then that, like I said, that's a conversation that has to be had. If this is okay to wear, then why not let your 5-year-old daughter wear this? Why not let your 10-year-old daughter wear this? Come on, man. Let's stop the bullshit. We're gonna stop the bullshit tonight. We're gonna keep it real.
Man, shout out to it, man. Stop playing. It's annoying, man. Happy birthday, man.
I'm sorry, but I gotta point this out. Hold on. Give me a little bit more room. Let me get this straight. So you walk outside as a 16-year-old to a pink 2023 Benz, and you're giving a response as if a motherfucker just gave you a fucking holiday card. Am I tripping? Let's watch it again. Am I tripping, or maybe I'm just old?
Man, shout out to it, man. Stop playing. It's annoying, man. Happy birthday, man. You got me ice again.
Happy birthday.
Tanisha, get all my
Man, put some music on for my girl, man.
Okay, something.
Wow. Now, if I'm tripping, just let me know I'm tripping. Like, so was that the proper response for what she got? You got a 2020, and even after getting inside of it and all that, you gave a mild fucking. Let's deal with that. Before we go to this and all that, let's deal with these things. You got a brand new pink Benz, and you act like you wanted the fucking Hellcat and you didn't get it. We have to deal with that first. If you don't identify these things, how could you understand a blow up and shit like that? But we have to point that out. A good question would be, was her mother there that night? So that happened. We have to document that. Now, after that took place, obviously, Boosie wanted to spend more time with her because obviously there's a break in their relationship. He's trying to, hey, let's spend some time together. During that time where they're spending time together, she says that she needs to go help her mother heal for, her surgery and shit like that, which we got to do the whole thing. Listen, in these type of relationships, when it's toxic like this, the child is talking, this is the fucked up part. When a nothing ass bitch raises a child off their own hate for the father and their own, you're raising them wrong. You just want them to be there to cheer you on while you're saying bad shit about the father. But you didn't raise that child. So the mother is having problems with the child also. Make no mistake. That mother wasn't happy when she found out that her daughter was getting a train ran on her. But more than her anger at her daughter for just having losing her virginity and all those things, she felt like this was an opportunity to get back at the father. Her hatred is so deep that she will bypass the child just to have a shot at hurting the father. This is their relationship. But the mother is having problems with that child. Make no mistake. When the mother tries to put down laws and shit like that, the child is getting mad. And so she'll talk to the father and talk about the mother. And then the father will sit there and you know what I'm saying? And the child might say, I want to come be with you and all that, only to go with the father and then run back to the mother. And so the father will be in a position where it's like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what she's doing. You clearly see what she's trying to do. She don't want us to spend time with each other. And that's my mama. And that could be the shit that actually fucks shit up. I want y'all to watch this.
The whole point was about him not being a father. No. But y'all want to pick out the list of. Never been there for me mentally. Anytime I felt happiness from this man, it was temporary. Very temporary. He bumped it down real quick. I can say a lot. I'm really limiting my talking. I can say a lot.
Tell him why you really left him up there.
Yeah. First of all, I talked to him. I'm like, I'm moving. I've been telling him I'm moving to Houston. Been telling him. So boom, at the time I had my car, I was doing the transportation. I had to drive up here with my mama. And cause she had a bad car accident. What's that hard to understand?
Like I was really in a wheelchair.
And then on top of that, we got into it like at least 2 to 3 days before. You know, he told me and my mama. No, he said yes he did. And my mama. But when we really got like y'all want me to have loyalty for this nigga he don't even have for me. That's not me. I'm sorry, that's not me. I don't care how much money he got. I don't care how big he get. I don't care how low he get. I don't want to be a part of that nigga life. I'm glad I don't gotta call a nigga my daddy no more. He's a bitch. Like for real. I'm glad. Anybody that know me knows. When that conversation came up, do you like being the daughter of a person that's famous? I always said that it was aggravating. I never said I'd rather have a regular, but I said I'd rather have a dad that's trapping or something. Like, don't get me. I'm thankful, but it's just like it's annoying. I ain't.
Dog. Dog. Real talk. This is why I don't watch these videos. Whenever it's time for us to do a lot, I'm not watching it. I haven't heard the song yet. Shout out to that nigga Asiatic. He told me it was something about trapping. Dog. Big Facts Podcast. Who we got on the line? Speak on it. You. Hey, can you hear me? Hold on. Can you hear me? I just try to listen in. Try to listen in for me. Try to listen in for me when you so you can hear me. Whatever. Go ahead. You a mother. Tell me how you feel about it.
I just want to say one thing, then I'm gonna go back to Washington, and I'm gonna call back later with my opinion. But I just want to say that dick is it's a dick song, but that song Boosie made,
Hold on. We ain't talking about the song yet. We ain't talking the song. I ain't heard the song yet. Just how do you feel about a daughter?
Me personally, I was raised by old school people, so it's certain shit I wasn't gonna say, and certain shit I wasn't gonna do, and it's so with certain shit I wasn't gonna wear. I say I was almost 18 years old, and my daddy still tries to, tell me what I can and can't wear. And I knew that if I was to wear that type of stuff, don't come around, because he was not going for that. And he will embarrass you outside in front of anybody.
That's right.
But that's me. And I feel like if you got to keep tugging on your skirt, whatever you got on, that means you should not have it on. That's right. That go for grown women, too. Like, I don't know. Ain't there one of my daughters gonna be 16 years old wearing that shit.
That's right.
Like I be saying, little girls with crop tops and all that shit on, like that shit don't be right.
That's right. Hold on, that's right. You ain't saying that wrong. You ain't saying that wrong.
The 8-9-year-old, in my opinion, this just my opinion. 8-9-year-old be walking around with crop tops, like y'all little ass girls.
That's right.
Like you say, who y'all trying to show y'all their bodies to? Y'all ain't even developed yet.
And not even just that. It's also like, dog, it would be the same as if if you can't see if you can see your daughter dressing like a dope, then it should be your son should be able to go out there, bitch, and sag his pants and do all that. Like we know where that shit go.
To the pocket pack, to the right or the left, gang bang, all of that.
All right. All right, yeah. We've been listening to the thing.
I got 2 daughters and a son, and I be telling them, like, the rules apply for all of y'all. I ain't treating one different than the other. Yeah, girls and boys different.
That's
but,
right.
like, as far as what goes for one goes for all.
No, you did right. You did right. Like I said, we're going to get to the rest of the call back in.
Okay.
I got you. That's just what's real. That's just what's real. Come on, bitch, stop bullshitting. All right. Let's listen again.
Like y'all want me to have loyalty for this nigga he don't even have for me. That's not me. I'm sorry, that's not me. I don't care how much money he got. I don't care how big he get. I don't care how low he get. I don't want to be a part of that nigga life. I'm glad I don't gotta call nigga my daddy no more. He's a bitch. Like for real. Like I'm glad. Anybody that know me knows when that conversation came up. Oh, do you like being the daughter of a person that's of a person that's famous? I always said that it was aggravating. And I'd rather have I never said I'd rather have a regular, but I said I'd rather have a dad that's trapping or something. Like, don't get me. I'm thankful, but it's just like it's annoying. I ain't.
You stupid bitch. Dog, this and it's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. It is so sad. Like, I gotta talk to a real. First off, you applehead. Like, dog, do you understand that without him being who he is, you would look and be just like all the rest of you would be just like your mama. Even her, she's getting to live high up on the hall because of the money that gets shot down there. Like, your whole existence, you're a fucking nobody. You do nothing. You have no talent, no skills, no nothing. Anything. You've been given everything. You've hadn't had to work or do anything, just off the cuff, you just automatically somebody, and that shit has warped the way that you think. It's the equivalent of, as a nigga who's been broke and fucked up, if we go down to $0, we'll be mad, but we'll have to grind it back up. To somebody on Wall Street who's went to Ivy League colleges and always been in the lap of luxury, they go down to zero or even go down to $100,000, they will jump out a fucking window. You have no understanding of what grind is. If shit ever gets bone to bone, you can cry and call and you have it right there. The only reason that you're acting the way that you're acting is because that's what you've been taught to do. Your view of your father has been skewed, and you're seeing it through the lens of your mother. She's fucked you up so bad, and you're not going to understand that until Boosie dies, and you actually have to live like she lives by stealing and all this shit. And you and her are going to beef until the day that y'all die, because you're going to say, you turned me against my daddy. That's what you're going to say. She hates you don't understand this. Your mother, she hates the fact that you have access to that man. She hates it. I think you know that she hates it. Because I think when y'all get in arguments, which y'all definitely getting arguments, because you've been raised up as a nothing ass bitch by a nothing ass bitch. Y'all can't live in harmony off the hate that y'all have for Boosie. After y'all agree upon that, bills still have to be paid. You're still going to look in the mirror and feel insufficient. You're still going to look on Instagram and feel like you're not as bad, because you're not. Your mother has given you nothing along the lines of something that you can look to and say, okay, well, I might not be as bad as these IG models, but I can do this well. I can do this well. If not for Boosie's name, you have nothing, anything that makes you special. And I mean, that can sound harsh, but I'm giving it to you because that fat, nothing ass bitch on side of you, she's trying to destroy you and you can't even see it. There's no way that woman loves you more than she hates him. If that woman loved you, if your mother loved you, she would tell you, go over there and do not come back here. What he has over there, you will never want to come back to Baton Rouge, to this place. You will never want to be here. If she loved you, she'll be able to see that you don't have any talents. The way that you're going, you will be lucky if you get a CNA job before you have your third child. I'm trying to talk to you. If you can get a CNA job before your third child, you will be lucky. You can look down the line. There are no successful black women that are doing what you're doing, feeling like you have to go online to expose and talk. That's not what successful black women do. You can just look down the line. The black women who do that are the ones that brag about getting their fucking cosmetology or their fucking nail license that brag about giving STDs to motherfuckers. Yeah, Reggie, you too. Why you bitches walking around here thinking y'all got something? That's what kind of bitches go online. The only but like I said, you can't see it yet. You like she's only educated you to a point. She hasn't shown you how to truly see who your enemy is. It's so sad. It's so sad to hear her in the background as if y'all about to go. You and her sound like the fucking famous twins in the car bouncing off each other. This is a fucking damn near 50-year-old woman and a 16-year-old child bouncing ideas off each other as if they about to see what they finna do on prom night. You was up there in a mansion with a multi-millionaire, and this bitch got you to come from there to come back down here with her, where motherfuckers is getting killed over fucking $20 dice games and $15 Zyblunts. Any self-respecting mother would have said, I'm good, no matter how much pain they was in. I'm sure you're not her only child. Where is her fucking old man at? Why the fuck would she need a 16-year-old to get her back there? What the fuck are you going to do? How are you going to help her heal? Oh, there it is. Now they're trying to knock me off. There it is. There it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's look. Let's look. There it is. All right, so this is what we're talking about, him taking. So he gave her the car. Now, Tory pressure. Who gives their daughter a car, take it back? On top of that, give her a colored. What did I just say? What did I just say? This dog, I want you to listen at what's being said. And we have to look at this logically. So Boosie as a father, all right. So you can see he wants to protect because he got mad at you having sex before you were 21 years old. So he's trying to protect. You can see that your mother doesn't like him. So you don't know how many times he might have tried to get you, but she blocked it for whatever reason. On your 16th birthday, he gets you a 2023 Benz with 47 miles on it. And you come out there and give him this mild ass response, this disrespectful response because you don't like the fucking color on it. Something that you can easily change. It ain't no question asked. It ain't no fucking question asked. Boosie should cut her the fuck off, period. Cut her off, period. And let the child support checks go to the mother and see what the mother does for her. This bitch just said, who gives their daughter a car, take it back. On top of that, give her a color she doesn't even like. Because you're not father enough to remember the little shit about your own daughter. Dog. Nigga took the car back just because I left from ATL to help my mom who damn near lost her life in a car wreck, which ladylike is giving a scoop. This bitch wrecks cars on purpose to get new ones. This bitch is a real thief. But that's y'all favorite rapper though. I can really run it how he a bitch. Nigga don't want me to air it out. I don't care about all that. You need to post this. People want to see you down. Hoot the hoot or whoop the whoop. None of that faze me because, okay, yes, I'm mad because that was my car, but it's the fact nigga supposed to be your father. But nigga never had a father, to be one. So I understand, but still, I don't front on social media or to people like you, the father of the year, because you not. It's niggas with no money and a better father. There it is. Dog, I'm talking real right now. So I seen Young Thug daughter come out and say that he not a good father. You see these celebrity kids, their children come out and say that they're not good fathers. You never have that. There's never been a child come out and say that about their father that their mother was in good standing with the father. So if the mother and the father are in good standing, there's never been a child come out and say that. It's always the child of the mother that the father doesn't get along with. At that point, it kind of feels like it doesn't matter what you do as a father. If you're not good with that mother, that child will never, there's nothing you can do. The sad part about it is that the child doesn't understand that they're being used. That hatred. There was an episode on that black lady that do them, therapy sessions. The mother told her daughters that the father had molested them when they were young. They're grown now, 26, 20, all three of them have alienated their father, said horrible things, and that father missed out on being a father, and even worse, had his reputation destroyed. Come on the show, find out that she's fucking lying. She fucking lied because she hated the father that much that she would sacrifice her children, her daughters, from having a father. She didn't give a fuck about protecting the children. All of it was done to hurt the father, and the children are in the middle. At this point in time, there is no, well, fathers do bad shit too. No. This is a problem. I have talks with fathers. The stories I've heard going through divorce, dealing with the child support system, dealing with visitation and all these things. It's like, it's all because for one, this the big thing. A mother that is happy, if the mother is happy, if she's good with, in a good place in life, career, and she's a good place mentally, she would never do that, because in order to do it, you have to have a heavy hatred that has to outweigh your love for the child. The hatred for the father has to outweigh the love for the child, period. With all of that hatred, you can't move forward with a life, because you're always thinking about how can I hurt him. So you can't move forward. You'll work a job for 6 months, maybe even get in a relationship with another dude for maybe 6 months, maybe a year, but it never lasts because you're too worried about making sure that the father is not happy. Not caring about the child's happiness or their sadness. The only thing that matters is the father is not happy. That is what has to be handled. Like, dog, reading this shit right here, this is a child. She don't know what the fuck father means. This ain't, dog, this is not her talking. This is words being like, motherfucker, how did we learn the Pledge of Allegiance? We just kept hearing the motherfucker. She's been told this shit so much that she doesn't even understand how bullshit this is. He gave you a fucking car. It doesn't even matter what year and what brand it was. You got a car for your 16th birthday. Sweetheart, what did your mother get you? What did your mother get you for your 16th birthday? You're talking about all this and all that. What did your mother get you for your 16th birthday? It didn't matter, did it? Because all you know is that when in doubt, go at him. For some reason, she's not responsible for any of the things that he's responsible for. If you can't see how you're geared towards hating him in any situation and loving her in any situation, and you're 16 years old, I don't know what could Boosie do to win you over. When you walked out and saw that brand new 2023 Benz, you embarrassed him on camera and didn't even understand. Like, if your mother gave you $100, you would jump up and down and, oh my God. But he gets judged on a curve, on some real shit. At that point, just from that point, it's like, dog, if you're on child support, pay your child support. Fuck that shit. Because her having to be with her mother for that, because that's the whole thing. The nab it's kind of like a warrior. They say a soldier has no place anywhere during peacetime. A nab, if it's not a fight going on or an Instagram, Facebook beef, they're useless and they're going to cannibalize each other. Let her live with her mother for 6 months and all he do is pay child support. Watch how fucking fast she get online and start apologizing and talk, because it's gonna. If hating and being hateful was all you had to do to live, the nab would be good. But because that's damn near like sex, you know what I'm saying? That's only for sometimes. What about when you and her have to get along at the house? What about when you really have to parent? You can only blame Boosie for so long. What will end up happening is the same thing we see in a lot of these videos. The mother brings a man home, or the girl brings a boy home, and the mother end up fucking the daughter's boyfriend, or the daughter end up fucking the mama boyfriend. This shit is disgusting. All right, so after that happened, am I missing something? Let's see. Nigga give his bitch the world and can't even support his own kids. Oh my God, dog, this shit is just, nigga give his bitch the whole world and can't even support his own kids. He gave her a new Benz. Oh, tender dick, love stunting for the gram ass nigga. I could really air buku shit out, but I'ma be humble before I tarnish a nigga career. Only reason I remove my post is all y'all doing this. Dr. Boo is Dr. Boo. Y'all gonna do that anyways because he a rapper. I ain't disrespectful. I'm just finally speaking up. I don't give a fuck how you look at it. Wipe your tears. I ain't respecting no nigga who ain't respecting me. And he never respected me, so fuck a nigga. Wow. And I'm well taken care of. Nigga must have forgot when he went to jail who took care of me. Man, dog, this shit is sad. Dog, and you know the sad part about it is, this is how you know that the nab shit is a disease. It's a mental disease. it's gonna be niggas in the comments who say, dog, my daughter said the same thing to me. Hey, my homeboy daughter did the same thing. These are regular, everyday niggas who have had this same exact thing. You can show out for their birthday or whatever, but as long as they're living in the house with that woman that hates you, and that woman that hates you is pretty much their God, dog, it's always gonna be dry, and it's always gonna be you know, you in the phone call with I love you, and they say dog. I've heard some shit with niggas. It's sad. You damn near want this shit to only happen to rich people, but as long as that mother hates that father, the mother doesn't even really have to be that outward with it. But as long as she has that hate, that child will pick up on it. Children are very, very intuitive. They might just want the tablet, but they'll play up under whoever, you know what I'm saying? It's sad because it's children, man. When my older siblings got their car, their mom name was on it. He made sure his was on mine so he could take it back. Wow, man. When my older siblings got their car, their mom name was on it. He made sure his name was on mine so he could take it back. So all that child support shit, not the reason. He been waiting on a reason to take it since I changed my color. And that's the last thing I'm going to say about it. Man, look here. Let's hear what she had to say.
I ain't gonna let no celebrity get in my head. Who? I ain't no yes man to nobody. And that's what y'all expect me to do, be a yes man to that boy, cause he my daddy? Well, not even my daddy, cause he my sperm donor. I don't even deserve this title. That's why he called sperm donor now. Like, what? I don't like all that. Then I gotta hear from about this on live. Talk about, did an interview about me. Oh, yeah. What my cut at? Instead of bringing up my name, where's my cuts? And I don't even need the money, but it's just the principle, though.
I do.
Like,
they say I'm money hungry. Yeah.
Like,
you wanted to come get a DNA test? That's how that go. Should have left of the name.
Right. Then who else? Then you talk about some hood right there. It's hood right there. We have a baby for a hood rat.
Who knock at their door to
Who knock at a door to see if the hood rat baby his?
Like, come on, man.
Like, y'all don't remember back in 2021 when he was on all them voice recordings talking about something, how he was going, basically it was saying how he was going like hit me and all that, put his hands on me and all that, black my.
This bitch stupid. I fucked up though. Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I told her I black eye. Yep. She was embarrassing the fam. I mean, she was giving her body away at football games in the bathroom, man. I mean, she going to my games having sex in the bathroom with boys. I mean, I probably told her more than that. That's the kind of dad I am. If we gonna tell the truth, let's keep it real. I did it. I'll say it again. You're embarrassing the family. What the and the mama okay with it. Mama let 19-year-old boy stay with a 14-year-old.
Dog. This bitch is making me mad.
Yep. Yeah, I told her black eye. Yep. She was embarrassing the fam. I mean, she was giving her body away at football games in the bathroom, man. I mean, she going to my games having sex in the bathroom with boys. I mean, I probably told her more than that. That's the kind of dad I am. If we gonna tell the truth, let's keep it real. I did it. I'll say it again. You're embarrassing the family. What the and the mama okay with it. Mama let 19-year-old boy stay with a 14-year-old.
Hold on. Cause they gotta charge up real fast. Dog, what the fuck? We're gonna use this one. But I ain't got no way to hear it though. Fuck.
I don't give a fuck about your mama being in no car wreck. Whoop the whoop, cause I wanted to go home and help my mama. And who I went home. What y'all want me to do? Be a yes man? Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to go home and help my mom who almost died in a car wreck. Who was there for me when you was locked up in Angola. It's Lord's over anything with me. I swear to God. Lord's over. I'm trying to see if so done. Why I keep talking about it? You still man.
I can't hear shit.
Mama, she done hit me with the child support. Old dirty ass bitch about the line coat. Well, that AMG Benz, I'ma need that back. Won't play it like that, you ain't about to keep that. Guess the bitch still mad cause her brother got wet. This the same nigga f your little sister in the cat. If you suck bleak dick while f from the back, you ain't never been shit but a fucking
celebrity get in my head. Who? I ain't no yes man to nobody. And that's what y'all expect me to do, be a yes man to that nigga. What, cause he my daddy? Well, not even my daddy, cause he my sperm donor. Nigga don't even deserve this title. That's why he called sperm donor now. Like, what? I don't like all that. Then I gotta hear from about this on live. Talk about...
Hold on. Dog, what the fuck is this thing
AMG
doing?
Benz, I'ma need that back. Won't play it like that, you ain't about to keep that. Guess the bitch still mad cause her brother got wet. This the same nigga your little sister in the cat. If you suck bleak while f from the back, you ain't never been shit but a f***ing hood rat. You're ungrateful. Go to jail and...
Alright, fuck the dumb shit. Let's listen to the song. Or whatever it is. You know, rap? You know, no rap. Nah, no rap. Now, no rap. Ain't no discussion.
that's still your dad. What do that? Ain't my daddy. He's a bitch, pure bitch. That shit not in my blood. Never been. No hoe ever beat me up. Yeah, no hoe never knocked me out. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, ain't nobody ever beat me up. Yeah, let's talk about it. Then one thing I ain't finna do is I don't even Instagram beef or host like Instagram beef with us be 40 or something like that. It's lie about his age so much.
Nigga wanted me to ride around in an old bubblegum ass car and got mad because I changed it. Bitch, ain't my fault you got homophobe. Wow, dog. And that's not my daddy. He don't deserve the title. You a fan or support him, get the fuck on my page. I don't fuck around. Every time I try to give this nigga the benefit of the doubt or give him a chance to be a dad, he fuck it up. So yeah, that's no longer my father, daddy, all that shit dead. Don't label me as no Boosie Daughter fuck a nigga.
You should have never spoke on that. After that, that's how I know that nigga never had respect for me. You should have never spoke on that. After that, that's how I know that nigga never had respect for me. Instead of putting my uncle in songs, woo like y'all want me to have loyalty for this nigga he don't even have for me. That's not me. I'm sorry, that's not me. I don't care how much money he got. I don't care how. She was never in jail. That's the thing. He the only one that did life. I mean, not life. He the only one that was on the death penalty. Should have stayed on there. That's how I'm feeling. And I don't take it back.
That's what dad's supposed to be there for.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man. Get that shit above. Your dad's supposed to be there for you when your mom ain't. That's how it go. Right.
But guess what? He was never there mentally. Never.
I need to get on my own line.
And then don't bring up my siblings and nothing. Talk about something. Oh yeah, they was mad too. My siblings wasn't mad about nothing. Ain't nobody come text me about nothing. Said nothing. Stop trying to fake thought across. Like who wanna start messing between? Like what? Come on now.
I need to get on my own line.
Like come on now. Nigga ain't lie you what I called you. You what I'm mad about what I called you. That's what you act like. You ain't showing the word nothing but that's what you act like. I mean, of course some people go D-Ride. That's them.
As y'all can see, we got Toriana, the daughter of Boosie Badass, know what I'm saying? She back on Instagram going at her daddy once again. We like a few weeks ago, they've been going at it, know what I'm saying, over the car Boosie took back that he gave her for her Sweet 16. Now she felt like Boosie never had the respect for her because he always mentioned her uncle, her deceased uncle, in songs that Boosie was once accused of murdering. We all know he beat them charges and came home. But she felt like he still be, talking about her uncle on songs, and she felt like if he loved and respected her, he wouldn't be doing that. Know what I'm saying? And she ended up calling her mama. Sound like her mama egging her on. Know what I'm saying? But yeah, who knows what really go on in Boosie's house or how she felt or what she going through. Know what I'm saying? But y'all get in the comments.
Dog, I feel like I hate to keep beating this dead horse, but I feel like you niggas like just no backbone. You can clearly see ain't nobody looking at that child. Ain't no way you looking at that child talking like that and you feeling any type. This is a fucking child. The mother comes in when, first off, how in the fuck are you letting your child talk like that in front of you? If you saw her talking like that on the internet and you wasn't there, you should be in that motherfucker straightening her out. But to not only let her talk like that in front of you, but then be in that motherfucker with her like y'all finna go jump on some bitches who can't see where this shit came from. This ain't no mothers against father shit. This is right and wrong. This grown-ass woman is in a car with a 16-year-old whooping like they finna go fight at the high school. How can a motherfucker see? Like, that's all a motherfucker should have to see, that little clip right there. Whatever the father and the mother have going on, the child should stay out of that, period. Child has no place in that, period. But you right there with her woofing. And a motherfucker is wondering why this child is talking like this? No, period, point blank, that child supposed to be cut off until she's 19 years old. Until she's 19 years old. And if she shows that she has a change in her, then you can maybe come on back. But all that giving her shit, that's not how you're not going to win that child back. And a lot of fathers, and I'm talking plain, a lot of fathers make this mistake. You think that you can turn it around through giving gifts and big gifts and these type of things. You're not going to turn it around in a week, let alone a weekend. You getting a child for the 2 days out the week and shit like that, and she has a mother like that, the child is only coming over to take pictures and all type of shit. You don't know what the fuck. When she's that far gone, that child might only be coming over to get you in a situation to say that you touched her. When she's that deep up under that mother's clutches, like she's being used as a weapon, you shouldn't let that child in your house. That is disgusting. You listen to this child. I know I had more pictures. Dog, you listen to this child in this car and how she whooping and shit like that. You can see that she's excited and she's liking what she's doing. She's not holding back. She's doing this, and this is her element. It's extremely important that you understand that. Look at this.
Their life. I mean, not life. He the only one that was on the death penalty. Should have stayed on there. That's how I'm feeling. And I don't take it back.
Out. That's what that is.
Mama, she done hit me with the child.
Their life. I mean, not life. He the only one that was on the death penalty. The whole point was about him not being a father. No. But y'all want to pick out the list of. Never been there for me mentally. Anytime I felt happiness from this man, it was temporary. Very temporary. He bumped it down real quick. I can say a lot. I'm really limiting my talking. I can say a lot.
Tell him why you really left him up there.
Yeah. First of all, I talked to him. I'm like, I'm moving. I've been telling him I'm moving to Houston.
Yeah, this bitch ain't no hope for this motherfucker. And that's so sad to say. So sad to say. But you look at how she moving. She has her man. She's not gonna turn into no productive young lady, into no nice young lady. You'll be lucky if this little girl don't have a baby in 2 years. And if she don't have a baby, by the time she 18, you should look at that as a win. Dog, a motherfucker, it's so terrible to see. The only thing that this mother has gave this child is attitude. And you better not let no motherfucker hit you. All she's giving you is attitude and what to do in a hostile situation. She hasn't taught you how to deal with pressure while taking a test. She hasn't taught you how to weather the storm when you're at work and the people keep coming and shit like that. When you're overwhelmed, how to deal with that type of pressure. The only thing she's taught you how to do is talk during a beef. She hasn't even taught you how to fucking fight. The only thing that she's taught you is how to talk during a beef. How to drag somebody. How to bring the receipts. How to spill somebody's tea. How to embarrass a motherfucker in a crowd. How to dress and act so that nobody thinks that you a bitch. Hasn't taught you one thing about don't do Forex trading, do Bitcoin. Don't go to Harvard, go to Yale. Don't go for a career in mechanics. You should go for a career in computer technology. You put this little retarded bitch in any situation other than beef, she'll look not only her age but younger. Tell her to read this book, and she'll read on the level of a 10-year-old. Tell her to assemble this right here, and she'll do it on the level of a 12-year-old. But you tell her how to drag, you tell her, I drag a motherfucker, and she'll give you this.
The whole point was about him not being a father. No. But y'all want to pick out the list of. Never been there for me mentally. Anytime I felt happiness from this man, it was temporary. Very temporary. He bumped it down real quick. I can say a lot. I'm really limiting my talking. I can say a lot.
Tell him why you really left him up there.
Yeah. First of all, I talked to him. I'm like, I'm moving. I've been telling him I'm moving to Houston. Been telling him. So boom, at the time I had my car, I was doing the transportation. I had to drive up here with my mama. And cause she had a bad car accident. What's that hard to understand?
Like I was really in a wheelchair.
And then on top of that, we got into it.
So bad about that is, what's so bad about that is, you little egghead bitch, is that where the fuck is your mama's boyfriend? You're 16 years old. This bitch hasn't been with Boosie for 18 years. You 16 years old. Where the fuck is her old man at? Look at where she's at and look at where Boosie's at, and you're styling your life. You're more like your mother than your father. But you feel like that's going to get you where you need to be at. Come on, my nigga. This shit is disgusting as fuck. And like I said, this bitch right here, the bitch in the middle, needs to be thrown under the jail for child abuse. As soon as you seen that your daughter was anything like you should have, please go somewhere else. The best thing that you did was get pregnant by It was a 1 in a million chance. Like this is on some lottery shit. This is on a motherfucker going to the NBA shit. You did what everybody else did around you. Get pregnant by a nigga in the street that's doing drugs and shit like that. Most of them motherfuckers turned out horribly. Nigga dead, nigga in jail, nigga a junkie. Nobody ain't, the fathers is not there. You just so happen to catch the nigga who actually has something going on. You steady mad that you not the bitch that's there with him. And so you pass that hatred down to your daughter, and you got her hating him as if he did to her what you feel he did to you. This man got this child a fucking 2023 pink Benz. Sometimes when a car is as live as it is, it don't matter what fucking color it is. You put so much hatred in that fucking child that she saw that car and all she can see was what was wrong with it. But you could tell her, oh, you know, I'm doing bad. You know, we're going to get you a cake later on. And she'll act like you gave her the whole world. Dog, this is why I say, like, dog, in a situation like this here, you got to cut your losses. You have to cut your losses. And dog, I'm talking about this on a smaller scale. I'm talking about this on a smaller scale also. Because you'll end up getting fucked up. Listen to me. If you're in a situation like this and that child is disrespecting you like that and that mother is and it's passed down like that, dog, if you got to, you know, do the child support, whatever they want to, pay that shit and stay the fuck away from them. They will self-destruct. You cannot have that much negativity in one household. That type of mindset, that type of attitude is not going far. But as far as saving a child, there is no saving a child. She feels like talking like this and buku and yeah and dumb shit and all. She feels like that is the pinnacle of where she wants to be. You're not going to be able to come in and say, hey, let's get you ready for this school. She's going to give nothing but attitude and all this shit. 16 years old? I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what you want me to say. All I can say is like, dog, if you're a mother, by the slim chance that you're a mother that does have a daughter like this, or you have a child like this, and you can see that your hatred for that man is being inserted into that child, I hope that you will have enough love for that child that you will slap the fuck out that child and say you don't disrespect him. And then you handle your business to make sure that you're not showing whatever. If you got to fuss at him, you go outside and fuss. You don't show the child that. That's showing disrespect. If you are making sure that when you cuss him out for whatever reason, you're doing it in front of the child, how do you think that child feel? It was another thing that I seen a bitch. I was in the comment sections, and it was a video of her snapping on Boosie, and a bitch said her mother has the recording of him cussing out his own daughter like a dog when she was 13. These celebrities only show you what they want you to see. You can't curse her like a dog and then tell her she needs to respect herself as a young lady. It's traumatizing for a kid. Let me tell you this. You don't have to go far at all to see nothing ass bitches cussing their daughters out like fuck a dog, like enemies, cussing their daughters out like enemies. You're saying that her getting fucked in the bathroom, him getting angry and saying what he gonna do to his daughter, you're saying that was the traumatizing part. You're not saying nothing about her getting fucked in the bathroom. Let's look deeper. Exactly. Too many people are excusing his bad behavior. This right here, these motherfuckers, this is the problem. And they're dealing with something in their life. These are unattractive bitches who are dealing with the fact that they got pregnant by a nigga, but the nigga did not stay. They're holding that hatred. I agree with you. Now look at this. Look what he says. At 13, she was fucking at a football game in the bathroom. What does that make you? Another dude say, what you got to say about that same 13-year-old getting ran in a bathroom at her brother's games? She played that recording, but somehow never mentioned why daddy was going off so bad. This bitch said, it don't matter. It don't matter whatever was done on that side. The only thing that matters is the response. Dog, if you're dealing with someone like this, you're going to have to cut your losses. Dog, it's been niggas, I'm talking about for years, 12 years, been trying to win back, you know, their daughter or their son. We'll just say that. And after all that work, you know, going through all that work that he did, the son or daughter just cussed them out. I can't tell them nothing but cut your losses. It don't matter. Yeah, her actions were terrible if that's what she did in the bathroom, but he can discipline her without calling her out her name. What part of that don't you are you serious? Dog. It is the mother. You see, are you serious? You can clearly see that it's in the household. It will be a regular day, and just trying to tell the kid to sweep up or something like that, they will call them out their name. If you're gonna be on the kid and the mother side, no matter what, you obviously don't care about the child. You have to be about what's right and what's wrong. You have to be equal with this shit. Dog, we're dealing with some serious shit right now. A lot of guys, and we're going to be down the middle. A lot of guys are dealing with these issues. The mother is mad about not being able to keep the man with the child. This is a nothing ass bitch way of thinking. I'm going to keep the man. I'm going to make him be with me by having a child. When that does not work, they get to a level like no other of hatred. They'll try the system and all kind of shit. All they want is for him to come back to them. When that doesn't work, that hatred is just heavy, heavy, heavy. God forbid that child starts to show interest or even affection towards that father. Dog, you will have a Magic Johnson type situation. Magic Johnson's wife, the mother of his child, couldn't get back at him by her doing anything because obviously he didn't care. So she turned his 6'8" son into something that he would have to be ashamed of. Fuck what motherfuckers are saying. That's just what it was. If you don't believe that you can turn a boy child sweet, I don't know what, you must not have never been around children. That child is going to do whatever brings a smile and attention from whatever parent is there, which is going to be the mother, because obviously the father is out cheating and whatever. It's a lot of ways to get back at a man through a child. And that's what I can tell you on the back end is, dog, be smart about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You do get to choose who you're going to have a child with by living by the 3 S's. You do not have to have a child with a motherfucker you don't want to. You're going to have to be stern and stiff, but a motherfucker short of them, you know what I'm saying, taking your shit, you do not have to allow that. But that's something that a lot of us don't find out until we turn 30 something. If there's one thing that you need to be able to take away from a situation like this, it's dog. Do you want this? You know what I'm saying? You be able to give your child the world and all you get back from them is disrespect. At the very least, after Boosie got her that car, he thought that she wouldn't mind come living with him, and then only for her to get there and then run just as soon as her mama said anything. He could have felt hurt with that. Like, damn, I gave you this and you still gonna leave? You got to be able to take that away. So at the end of the day, as a man, you're gonna have to be wise. If we're talking to our 10-year-old boys and our 15-year-old boys and stuff like that, we have to tell them, look, as fucked up as this situation is, by law, he is still legally attached to this woman and this little girl. So he's gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, and even emotionally, like, that's still your daughter. If something happened to her, you will feel horrible. But her whole existence is being controlled by somebody that you just had sex with decades ago. You have to be more cautious, more aware with your seed. That's it. That at the end of the day, until we find a better way to deal with, you know, these court systems and shit like that, that's what it is, my nigga. You know, motherfucker can whine and talk all day and shit like that, but as it stands today, dog, if she can get that nut about you at the right time, she got you by the balls in more ways than one. That's just what it is. Like I said, we can still bring it to the table like this nothing ass bitch. How the fuck can she want hate a man more than she love her child? No, we can argue about that till the sun come home. But it's still, at the end of the day, you still gonna have to deal with that in the morning. We all see what it is. We can clearly see what's going on. But as far as changes that can be made, you don't want to have to make that choice. To have to make that choice, should I cut off my 16-year-old daughter or continue to try to win her love with money? Now let's listen to this song. Let's listen to the song that was that came out here.
I probably said more than that. I probably said more than that. Who let a 19-year-old man stay with a 14-year-old? Who let a 19-year-old man stay with a 14-year-old? Stay in the house. Walking around with his boxers on. Sad. They mad. Everything I said was the truth. I told not one lie. Not one. One thing I ain't gonna do is lie. I told not one lie. What I said her mama did, she did. Ask her. Tell her, ask her mama, did she do it? I mean, it's the truth. I mean, I don't think she knew about that.
I want to know what that lady would say about that. You said it don't matter that the girl was getting fucked out in the boys' bathroom at 13. Well, her mama was letting a 19-year-old boy live with her. That dog, that is so fucking sad. It's so sad that this girl is in the car swinging and banging with her mama, thinking that they riding on something together, not understanding this woman is trying to destroy you. This woman is so jealous of you that she's trying to destroy you. You're saying that her letting a 14-year-old have a 19 first. Let a 14-year-old have a 19-year-old boyfriend, but to let him live there? That's love? That's love? Back to you, big home. Back to you. As a father, you have no control. You can call the police and all that shit, but you have no control over that. Not only is the mother destroying your child, but the daughter is siding with her. Dog, what are we, you know what I'm saying? What are we doing here? I see, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Shots at nigga Malik Datcher. Malik Datcher said, my girl don't like you. I had to cut it down. Turn up. I see you, Malik. Turn that shit up on that motherfucker. Nigga, come on with that bullshit. Nigga, you thought we were finna do this shit and Big Homie wasn't finna come through this motherfucker? Nah, we gotta get, Mick gotta get 2 on. I'm talking about for real. Shots at nigga Big Mix coming through the door. Nigga, you know what the fuck going on, nigga. Big Mix said no words, straight love. You know what the fuck going on, man. Oh, man, come on. Y'all doing too much, man. Stop that shit. Nigga, let me goddamn, hold on. Nigga, I'm talking about up in this bitch, nigga. Turn the fuck up, nigga. Shout out to that nigga Gerald coming through, nigga. You know what the fuck he gonna do. Gerald said salute, Ayo. You know what the fuck it is, nigga. Shout out to that nigga Nicholas coming through. Straight love, no words. I know what it is, my nigga. Shout out to that nigga Seneca Larry. Seneca Larry came through. He said, keep up the good work. You know what we gonna do. Nigga, stop. Hold on, man. Hold on. Hold on, nigga. Hold on. mean the real way, man. Come on with it, man. Shout out Naeem Edwards, man. Naeem Edwards said, thankful for my great father, because shaking my head at this. That's real shit. That is very real. Naeem Edwards said she's thankful for her great father because looking at this shit is bullshit. That's real. Shout out Naeem, always showing love and support. Nigga, come on with it, man. Motherfucker tonight, man. Come on with it. We in here. Shout out to that nigga JP, nigga. You know what? Always carrying our guns. JP said, come, dog. You know what it is. Hit that horn. Oh, you want to hit a horn? Hold on. Hold on. Man, I should have my damn...
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh,
The real way. The real way. Man, that's love, man. That is love. All right, let's go to it. Let's see.
The point was about him not being a father. No. But y'all want to pick out the list of. Never been there for me mentally. Anytime I felt happiness from this man.
the little stuff. You getting fucked. You getting a train ran on you at 13. And at 14, your mama let a 19-year-old stay in y'all house. That's the little stuff. But him getting you the 2023 Benz in pink, that's big. He's not a father because he got it in pink. You don't give a fuck about your uncle. If he had anything to do with your uncle getting killed, it probably had something to do with your mama. You would far rather be uncle-less than fatherless.
I probably said more than that. You giving away yourself in the bathroom at games, at my son's football game. I ain't going for it. Hopefully I instill some fear in her. I mean, look like it ain't work. What y'all talking about? Jay-Z would never. Jay-Z ain't got my baby mom. Beyonce would never. Yep. Yeah, I told her I black eyed. Yep. She was embarrassing the fam.
I ain't gonna let no celebrity get in my head. Who? I ain't no yes man to nobody. And that's what y'all expect me to do, be a yes man today. What, cause he my daddy? Well, not even my daddy, cause he my sperm donor. I don't even deserve this title. That's why he called sperm donor now. Like, what? I don't like all that. Then I gotta hear from about this on live. Talk about did an interview about me. What my cut at? Instead of bringing up my name, where's my cuts? And I don't even need the money, but it's just the principle though.
I do.
Like,
they say I'm money hungry. Yeah.
Like,
you wanted to come get a DNA test? That's how that go. To the left of the name.
Right. Then who have? Then you talk about some hood right there. It's hood right there. We have a baby for a hood rat.
Who knock at their door to
Yeah, who knock at a door to see if the hood rat baby his?
Like, come on, man.
Like, y'all don't remember back in 2021 when he was on all them voice recordings talking about something, how he was going, basically it was saying how he was going like hit me and all that, put his hands on me and all that, black my.
Wow. What a dog, you gotta, and I, dog, this, dog. On this serious talk, I feel like you gotta cut her off, at least till she 19. See where her head at, but you really do got to go check on, deal with the other children and just, you know what I'm saying, and make them good examples of what you can do as a father. Motherfuckers can clearly see that this mother ain't shit. After getting this type of shit that she's been getting, living the way she's been able to live because of you, to be that fucking ungrateful. You got to cut off and let her see what life is without you. That's just disgusting. That's disgusting. All right, let's listen to the song. I don't know how much we can listen to, but let's see. Let's see what we got. Hold on. Oh, man, hold on, man. I'm about to say, who the fuck that is? Shout out to that nigga Ronald Smith. You know he always coming through with it. He said, speaking real shit, shaking my head at the disrespect of a daughter for a father. Real talk. That's real. That, like I said, is disgusting.
AMG Benz, I'ma need that back. Won't play it like that. You ain't about to keep that. Guess the bitch still mad cause her brother got wet. Just the same your little sister in the cat. Yeah, you suck bleak wild from the back. You ain't never been but a hood rat. You're ungrateful. Go to jail. Mama, she done hit me with the child support. Old dirty bitch about the line coat. Well, at AMG Benz, I'ma need that back. Won't play it like that. You ain't about to keep that. Guess the bitch still mad cause her brother got wet. This the same nigga fuck your little sister in the cat. If you suck bleak dick while fucking from the back, you ain't never been shit but a fucking hood rat. You're ungrateful ass. Go to jail, everybody tryna snake your ass. People feel you going down there, snake your ass. I'm about to rip these motherfuckers like paper bags. Cut off my daughter for life, you're ungrateful. Girl called me a bitch ass nigga. Hold up. Ungrateful. Hold up. All the shit I did for this fucking child. Niggas ungrateful. Talk to them. Bitches ungrateful. Talk to them. These people ungrateful.
Hold on. Is that all he said?
God damn, $40? Shit. This ain't enough, man.
Ungrateful motherfucker. Is this a life we live in? Everybody ungrateful. You can give a nigga love, but he still complain. Lace a nigga with a chain, make him scream his name. You can fall on your ass, be straight down bad. Nigga look the other way like they ain't seen a thing. You can buy a bitch whatever, she'll leave you, man. Jump ship, she ain't tripping cause she got a name. Niggas building up hate that they can't explain. Niggas shooting shots at you, now they want you slain. I never did nothing to him, but they got my man. If he wasn't bulletproof, he would've felt the same. Freeze, I reached my hand out too, they cut my hand. Took the word real nigga and they used it in vain. Ain't no rules in the game, ain't these dudes they can change. Sis ass niggas, most goons, now they lame. Bitch ass niggas doing bitch ass shit that a bitch do. You might as well wear a thong, man. Y'all ungrateful ass. Nigga mad cause I'm still in my bag and I respect it, can't equal up. Nigga kissing on a bitch, you was kissing on my dick. You was looking like a duck, nigga, what the fuck? TQ, you ain't never had a job till I gave you one. You was working at Cox KK. Ain't nobody wanna sign you but me, ask QCP. You got passed on, you ain't grateful. Niggas ungrateful. Talk to them. Bitches ungrateful. Talk to them. These people ungrateful. I don't even want to talk to them. Ungrateful. But I'ma tell them when I talk to them. Grateful. Ungrateful. I ain't even see this shit coming. Ungrateful. 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 You can give a nigga money, but it still ain't enough. Keep it straight 100, but it still ain't enough. Real to the bone whistle, but the real ain't enough. You can cry for a nigga, but the tears ain't enough. Nigga kick you in your ass when they feel it coming up. Don't want you with a bag, cause they feel you got enough. When the shit hit the fan, now these niggas acting tough. If I don't get my bag, all I'm saying good luck. You ungrateful late. My dog like, how you let them even snake your ass? Them niggas paper bags to a real G, dog. I was waiting on my time to shine. Them niggas crossed the line, now all of them, they gon' feel me. Guys, you a bitch, nigga. Us black folks, we the one got your bitch, nigga. You cut throat and all y'all in the clique, nigga. On bleak, y'all better pay me my shit, nigga. Niggas ungrateful. Talk to them. Bitches ungrateful. Talk to them. These people ungrateful. I don't even want to talk to them. Ungrateful. But I'ma tell them when I talk to them. Grateful. Ungrateful. I ain't even see this shit coming. Ungrateful. Ungrateful. Ungrateful.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit sad. We're gonna talk about it. Hold on.
Baby mama, she done hit me with the child support. Whole dirty ass bitch about the line coat. Well, that AMG Benz, I'ma need that back. Won't play it like that, you ain't about to keep that. Guess the bitch still mad cause her brother got wet. This the same nigga fucking little sister in the cat. If you suck bleak dick while fucking from the back, you ain't never been shit but a fucking hood rat. You're ungrateful ass. Go to jail, everybody tryna snake your ass. People feel you going down there, snake your ass. I'm about to rip these motherfuckers like paper bags. Cut off my daughter for life, you're ungrateful ass. Girl called me a bitch ass nigga. Hold up. Ungrateful ass. Hold up. All the shit I did for this fucking child. Niggas ungrateful. Talk to them. Bitches ungrateful. Talk to them. These people ungrateful. I don't even want to talk to them. Grateful. But I'ma tell them when I talk to them. Grateful. Ungrateful. I ain't even see this shit coming. Ungrateful. 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 I've been going through some shit, and this shit done got deep. Nigga, gotta realize everybody ain't G. How the fuck you do that when you represent the streets? Streets made you, and the streets made me. If you ask BG, you was on PC. The name that you got, I think you got that from me. me. These fans all mad, acting like they can't see. The street cred gone, nigga, don't blame me. Shit, your homeboy right, you ain't living like that. Everything that you rap, you ain't never did that. This other nigga talking, he a certified rat. Your co-defendant been gave me your paperwork, nigga. I gave you a video and verse, nigga, for the free. When you was trying to pay a nigga, bitch, I'm a cheat. Thought Turk felt the same way. Goddamn. Cause we all from the same place, Louisiana. All I can do is shake my head. I'm grateful. At this point. I'm grateful. All y'all motherfuckers sound. These people so ungrateful. TQ. I'm grateful. Young Blue. I'm grateful. All y'all motherfuckers bad. Going through some things.
All right. I feel like that was mild. I definitely feel like that was mild. With the situation, I think that was extremely mild. Just being honest. The song wasn't all about, I guess that little piece that we saw, that was all that was about. So the song was about guys, Young Blue, real shit. He's been fucked over, and I do feel like it was petty to have the Benz in it, and also this felt like damn. I feel like you sped on that one. I feel like you got like, cause your words were off, the camera was wrong, like the camera you used, the shit, like didn't he look like he had to stabilize on it? You know what I'm saying? Like you got people walking in and out the shot. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that was a good look for you, because like you can want to look, like from the, gritty shot, but you can still do that professionally. That shit just look gritty. Like when you're telling people that they did you wrong, it's like they the reason why you like broke or something like that. Like it's a way you could have did that professionally. And it's another thing I say to a lot of artists. I mean, when they sent me that, when she sent me that, it had been out for 3 days and it only had 7,000 views on it. Dog, this is why a lot of you artists who have a name, you came in the 2000s and you were on big labels and all that shit, big tours. That shit means nothing in 2023. It means nothing. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody to tell you what needs to be done. There's no way you at 2023, if you actually trying to be in this shit, you can't have yes men around you. You have to deal with somebody who has a proven track record of knowing what to do. You know what I'm saying? In this climate, nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. The consumers of today are it's real. It is real. And it's a lot of people that they don't want music from. And you can only buy so many views before your ego starts fucking with you. And if you're not the one that's behind your channel putting shit out, fuck your Spotify and all, anywhere but YouTube, it doesn't matter. It has no consequence. Hold on, we got a call in here. Hold on. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. All right, we got Katrina on the line. Speak to us. How you? I went my own way. How did you see it?
You kind of said everything that I was saying.
Okay.
Like, because on your post, when you posted it, like I said, I feel like everybody was wrong because it's just such an embarrassing situation to go through.
Yes, it is.
And the reason that I say Boosie is wrong is because when they first started coming out about the Benz and the girl going back home and all that, he was leaving it alone. He did a live and he answered some questions and he was just like, "Well, I ain't got nothing else to say about it." And I truly feel like Boosie should have just left it there because, like I said, no response is a response. And like you have been saying, Man, give them that bullshit ass check and you let them hoes devour each other.
Yes, Lord.
And leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and somebody was in the comments that was saying like, she's the I told y'all niggas. That remember when he was getting out of jail because he was, you know, he got off of death row. He was getting like, remember his daughter was doing that video.
So she that was her doing that.
That was that girl. So you know, like I always say, man, you gotta recognize that bullshitting kids early and
Woo! That's real.
Don't know, man.
That's real. That's real. That is so real, and you're right. Like I said, it is sad that because, and that's once again, I think that is so important because somebody has to do that. Somebody has to look at this from the bird's eye view, not down here in. So, I used to tell people that like, so if you're if you're locked up, it's easy to get caught up in what's going on the block. So you'll be in that motherfucker. It'll be an issue about a nigga talking and getting the block locked down for a day and shit like that. And shit will grow from there to the point where you actually go and get into it with that nigga. But when you get into it with him, you go to lock up and now you can't get a visit. And now you done lost 30 days off your sentence. Now you got to call home and tell them, yeah, they gave me 30 days because this motherfucker in here bullshitting. And the people at home are like, dog, what the fuck are you talking about? You got into it with the nigga? You know that we need you back home. How are you in there allowing motherfuckers to get you so mad that you forgetting about your responsibilities out here? And it's the same way even at a job. You'll get so enthralled with the shit that's going on. Like, this is second time having me on the schedule on a Saturday. I told him not. And it's like you're forgetting that, look, you need this job. You got to work this job for this whole year so we can get past this little debt that we're in. We're working a plan right now. We can't afford to, you know, for you to get mad because he put you on the schedule or he's talking to you about tucking your shirt in and being petty. Do what you have to do. Stay on that job for a year so we can get our shit done. You need that person that's going to be able to look at it from a bird's eye view. So with this situation, it's like, yeah, it's fucked up and this bitch is doing this and this little bitch and all that right there. But if you're looking at it from a bird's eye view, these type of things don't happen in the country genre, in the rock and roll genre. You know, if it happens with Johnny Depp or Leonardo DiCaprio, it's a big thing. But we have these issues every fucking 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Our shit is all on Front Street. A motherfucker could meet us and within 5 minutes of going online, they can find out all the issues we've ever had. And it's not like that with other people. So yes, it is definitely embarrassing and you don't want to feed into it. But I tell you, it's rough. It's rough. It is very rough. Like I said, I feel like this song was rushed and I don't like the way it looks. But as far as what was said and all that, I really can't give them no bad mark for it because this is him, and the song wasn't all about them. It was a couple of bars about him, and for what, dog,
the reason I said I don't agree with the song is because this doesn't help or hurt Boosie to even address the situation in the song. He could have made the song and just left them out of it. We all know, we've all been there. You want somebody's attention and you don't get it. That shit hurts.
Yes, no, like, damn,
I did everything I do. Like, ain't giving me a response that I want.
And you
can keep it up.
Yeah.
And if I still don't, I don't. Man, I'm gonna hit you with that child support check and keep it pushing. And
right.
The kids gonna still be over here on my estate. We still gonna be with T.I. We still gonna be with every rapper you like and you would have been with too. We still gonna be over here doing that. But you go have fun in Houston, get dick down and be with the mama and love whoever you love. Just don't come back around here no more.
And that's
like, wait till she 19, man. It's the man. Fuck it. What are we holding on to? What you saying till 19? What's gonna happen in the next 3 years?
And I think that's what see this so I'm feeling like this. All right, so with the first thing of not responding, you're exactly right. Not responding is always the best response, but just another thing. We all know, we've all been in these situations where that text message that we're writing, we're putting so many fucking bullets in that motherfucker that it's just, you know what I'm saying? And we're highly into it. We're deep into it. And that's a human thing. And that's what I don't want to jump. I don't want to, I don't understand that at all. Like, no, I can truly I would feel like saying it to the person that you go with, that's one thing. But when you see that this woman is destroying your relationship with your daughter, he got this girl a 2023 Benz. He loves this girl. You know what I'm saying? He definitely loves this girl. And I think the girl loves him. And I think that this is a type of love that the mother has shown. See, so it's like, as soon as you make me mad, we talked about this before. As soon as you get mad, we go all the way to 100. There is no 50. There's no 75. As soon as you get mad, it's all the way to 100. Fuck you. I wish you was dead. It's not no, well, I'm angry right now. You need to step back. It's all the way to 100. And that's what that is. And I feel like, having love for that child and like that, I imagine that hurt. Like, this is something that you felt like you could win your daughter back, and it didn't work out like that because the mother's evil hand. To be in that situation, I feel like that is it's a different thing.
I understand your perspective and where you coming from with it, right? But I'm telling, this is just me. I'm not saying nobody else got to be built like this, but I know me. As a mother, and the work that I put into my children, I'll be goddamn if they get to be 19, 20, 21 and be complete dumbass people in this world, doing dumbass shit. I don't give a fuck what they get caught up in. Your ass belongs to the street. I put in too much work. I put in too much work with my children. For them to get ground and stress me the fuck out, like wanting nobody hands-on with them, fuck that. Let that motherfucker go. They'll learn. You're just gonna have to fucking learn, man. That's, some people bump their head and get back up. Some people motherfucking die after that bump. And that's just the way of the world. I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm the biggest, roughest, and toughest. Yes, my children are small, and I don't know what I'm going to do when I get there. I had family members that, no, you're not getting nobody from me. No. To be all the way real, I thought nephew just had to do some self-defense shit, killed 2 people, right?
Yes.
They tell me, oh, he having a birthday party. I don't give a fuck. He having a birthday party? He having a birthday party for his kid. You think I give a fuck? I bet I don't go around him. The fuck I said he's only 20. These kids acting all crazy out here with these guns, so I'm supposed to go get shot up at a birthday party because he did some wild shit?
That's right.
No. He's gonna, and don't get me wrong, I hope he lives till 60. But if he keep running out here and being this type of person,
that's right.
Somebody gonna pop his ass too.
That's correct.
And that's just the real of it.
Yes.
I was just talking to somebody yesterday, and they was talking about like getting into it with the drive-through, man. You know what I mean? You know how the car you drive through the store and all that.
Yes.
So I was like, yeah, man, you can get out. You know what I mean? Trying to put your hands on motherfuckers if they popped your ass, but I wouldn't have nothing to say.
And I think, and
and that's just me.
No, that's real.
Like,
no, that's real.
When you look at shit and you look back at the footage, just like with that dude that was in that Chicago shit that at the chicken wing spot. When you look back at that footage, what is there to say? He acted irrational on money, got his ass fired.
Hold on, which one you talking about? Which one you talking about?
When the dude was beating up the woman and the sun shot him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when shit like that pop off, that's what happens. So no, man. Boosie needs to go on and cut it and let that be that. I understand the love.
Yes.
She don't give a fuck about the love, neither does the mom. You can't love somebody into them loving you. That's just not how it goes. They either fuck with you and they grateful for having you in their life, or they don't. And if they don't, what you gonna keep burning your hand? Hello?
No, I'm trying to take that in. That's that's you know what I'm saying. Yeah, that's
you gonna keep, and you know what I mean, like being in a bigger family, because I have a bigger family.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And the older ones being knuckleheads, you know what I'm saying? One of my sisters was like, God damn, can we share my mom? You get what I'm saying? Like, God damn, you keep being a knucklehead and falling into these bad situations, and mom give you all of her attention, all of her money, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, we don't have a mom that, you know what I mean, sharing this.
Yeah.
Because you want to be the one keep fucking up. So what? Boosie's supposed to keep taking his attention away from all the other kids. Soon he's going to be like, he's going to get jaded if he keeps giving and doing everything for this girl. He's going to be jaded, even though I know Boosie's a street nigga. He done went through some shit, so I know he kind of hardcore. But he's going to be jaded to the other kids. So you fucked up 50 times. Now when this one fuck up once, I'm fucking you cut off. You get what I'm saying?
Wow. That's deep. That's deep. No, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. That's heavy. And that's, like I said, and that's going deep into the perspective. And like I said, this is a situation where there are so many different ways to look at it, as far as the what is the conclusion in it. Being, like I said, you're right. You're exactly right. Having that a realist, logical, even extremely practical, to where, look, I have to let you bump your head out here, to where another person will feel like, oh no, you got to give them some more loving, but you know what you did at home. And that's somebody who's content and knows that what they did is, you know, their best. Where other people will feel differently. And like I said, when we're dealing with matters of the heart, when it's dealing with emotions, we're dealing with love. You know, there's nights where you're riding down the road and, you know, God forbid something horrible happens to this girl. You know what I'm saying? That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? And it's, like I said, it's just a fucked up situation, and it all comes from hate. And it's so fucked up that, because it's like it all comes from hate. The first thing that happened was bringing a child into this world to unfit parents. Hey, we're not ready to be parents. I'm using this pregnancy for something else, and it just goes all the way down to that. But when you have a 16-year-old and it's being brought like this, it's just a fucked up situation all around.
You see when what she say? Because I don't need the money, and then the mama said, I do.
You better know she did. You better know she did.
Listen, baby. In the next year, y'all gonna be scratching and survive over there.
Real talk. Real
talk. Y'all really do need the money.
Yes.
Your mama, in the middle of your rant, your mama fucked up.
What?
Truthfully.
What? I'm talking about truth. Like, man, hell no, I need the money. And it wasn't even no money on the table. That's how much she's just money hungry. And like I said, let that well dry up from Boosie, and they will be at each other's throat. Because as soon as that little girl can't live above the means of her friends, like, let them kids find out that Boosie's not giving her shit no more. All that respect and all that, them fake friends she had, they going down the road. Like that, I hate that fucking, you know, saying shit in front of people to look like you big and bad, and it's like, no, that shit had. That's why I said cut off till 19, because, and I gotta say this. I feel like there is a different vantage point from mother to father. I feel like a mother, they have more leeway when it comes to the child because they have the feeling that the child is always going to come back to me, to where the father, and I'm talking about new age parents, the new age father a lot of the times is not in the house, does not wake up to the child every day. And that change, just waking up to the child, that is a big thing. So whenever the father comes to the child, it's already on, okay, let me try to, it's damn near like a date. It's damn near like I'm trying to impress this child. You know what I'm saying? So the vantage points are different. Even how to love the child, it comes so much more natural to the mother because this is my child, you know, but to the father it's like, is this my child? You know what I'm saying? How should I, you know, not in the sense of biologically, but it's like, oh well, let me, you know what I'm saying? And it's an awkward learning thing, and the time, so if it's 2 weeks spent apart from the child, you damn near have to get to know each other again and everything, because you're looking like, okay, what has the mother, if the household is kind of rocky, it's like, what has the mother said? What's happened in this house since I've been gone last time? Where the mother is always, what happened at school, so much so that they can push the child out of the house. They know everything. But the father is like, you know, well, how's the dog doing? Oh, the dog died last week. Oh man, okay, so you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, it's a difference there. And this is why, like I said, I can fuss as much as I want to. I can fuss as much as I want to, but at the end of the day, if I'm talking to a guy, you know, from, you know, 18 to 30 years old, you don't have kids yet, like I hope that you're not fantasizing about it in a way of, if I have a child, I'll be more complete. And you're thinking about that more than you're thinking about, you don't have the child without the mother. You don't have the child without the father. So you can't, well, the mother can have the child without the father as far as be able to raise the child and all that stuff like that. But as the father, you're going to have to work hand in hand with the mother in order to have that relationship that you want with the child. So you really have to think, you like, it's not a default that you have to be there. That like it can work without you. And we've seen it, you know, millions of times. You need to be able, before you even think about a child, is you need to look at this person that you have to go through to have this child, because that is going to be your filtering system, and vice versa with the child. That mother is the filtering system in which the child sees you. The child has to see you through the mother. So if the mother has a negative viewpoint of you, their view is going to be negative. And this is extremely important, because we're going back to the love part of it. The mother and the father's love is different, but love all the same. And I would say that the father love is a little bit harder, because it can be seen as if you're doing too much. You're overdoing it. But as the mother, she can cry and go overboard, and it's like, oh, she loves the child. But as the father, it's like, oh no, you're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that go into it, and you have to be careful with these children, because it is going to be something that you do love. So it's not so much about the child support and all that. Dog, to see your child talk to you in this way, it'll be different if maybe she said that behind closed doors, but to be on the internet talking to you in this way, regardless of what the people say, it's like, dog, that shit hurt, because I really love this girl. You know, I really, so much so that she can come out here wearing these whore clothes, and I just want her to see the present that I got for her, and only for her to diss my present. Like I went out of my way to make sure I got this, and maybe he couldn't get the color change because it was last minute. But to do all that and to still be disrespected, all he wants is, look, I got you money. Look, I got you this. Could you love me in the same way I love you? Could you love me in the way that I know and I see that you love your mother? And that's a different type of competition. And those are things that you will go through as a father. So it's not as easy as just, paying and stuff like that. Like if you're a human, you're not a sociopath, you're gonna love this child. You made this, you know what I'm saying? And in the way that you have to go about loving, like and what you're saying is real. This by no means, because sometimes a girl could be in love with a dude and somebody has to say, hey, you need to cut him the fuck off, cut your ties, and they could still be in deep ass love with him. When you hear people say, hey, you just need to cut that child off, it's like, how in the fuck will I do that? You know what I'm saying? How in the fuck, like,
better.
You know what I'm saying?
Better, man. I'm guessing it. Listen, it would be hard. I'm not.
Yeah, that's
everybody just going to be like, oh, I'm never going to talk to her again.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's going to be hard.
Mm-hmm.
But she can't keep taking away from the rest.
That's right.
Period.
That's right.
Just can't keep taking away from the rest. And the reason why it's so goddamn embarrassing for everybody is because everybody looking like fools. The goddamn daddy who's supposed to have a sense ain't got no sense. What it looks like, the mama don't got no sense. And look at the 16-year-old. So this one running off at the mouth and that one running out the mouth. What the fuck you expect from this 16-year-old? And like you said, when she was saying it, she looked like she was getting enjoyment out of it. Because now she's on the level of her father. She's on the level of her mother. We just keep responding. We just responding back to each other. And we're playing this old big old game because we all ratchet.
Yeah,
There's a difference.
But I have to feel
goddamn authority. You the child.
Yeah, but I feel like I feel like if we say that, he don't have no sense and she don't, it's like there's
I said what it looks like.
No.
What it looks like. But when it comes on the internet, it looks like he ain't got no goddamn sense.
But I feel like that for him, if he don't, she has to be worse than him. It can't be a equal not having sense, because the mother is the one who's, you can clearly see that she's worse than, like, he's having to respond. Like, the girl got fucked at a.
Hey, yo, you're saying that from a person who's understanding. You brought in you don't see this from Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, okay. All right.
They don't see Boosie and, she's a raggedy baby mama and all that. They see three ignorant motherfuckers arguing. They saying, what is they family? What the hell?
Yeah. And you're right, because
you understand it because you understand it.
Yes.
So when it's out here in the world, they look like fucking idiots. What? He's talking to his daughter like that? The example where this happened in the white community was Alec Baldwin, but it was a voice recording that I guess his wife, ex-wife, and daughter released. He was calling his daughter a fucking pig because she fat and was saying he was going to beat her and shit. Like, the same shit happened, but it was released through them. And, it went to the, Access Hollywoods and all that. It was years ago, maybe 10 years ago. But it has happened on their side. But it was quickly, he didn't say shit out. He didn't respond. He let it go. It was
Wow.
Superstar does not respond.
Yeah. I see.
Superstar don't respond. We don't give a fuck about that wife and that daughter.
Yeah.
I'm staying on their side.
Yes.
We don't give a fuck about Boosie and Boosie's baby mom and his daughter. If he don't respond, that's why I said that this record makes sense.
Yes.
It doesn't help or hurt him.
But and you're right, and you're right, and that's and you see that is the dilemma of having, like, so obviously hey man, this shit looks dumb, but still having that that pull at you, but like I said, that's what
it is the dilemma. But
yes,
and then that's the next question that you have to ask. So is he ever gonna be past any of this type of shit? Is he still gonna be doing this at 55 52.
Wow.
62. He's still gonna be the petty one. Nah, I got to say something back because they said, "Come on, it looks stupid. It looks stupid for him to be a grown ass man, or her to be a grown ass woman, and then expect this 16-year-old to have the most respect. No, we know it don't work like that."
When we bring the child, I can see it from. And like I said, and man, I tell you, it's when we now from the world's view, I can see how they can say everybody's dumb, but when we bring the child into it, I don't see how he can be blamed for the child.
What you mean? How he?
As far as the child being
like her actions and her attitude and all that?
Yes.
Well,
like I said, you got to break it down. So you're saying like because of the platform he gave her, or her going online?
No, I had a thought about it, but I forgot it earlier.
Yeah.
Boosie, I mean, to be honest, from the outside looking in, I don't know if Boosie is strict with his children. You get what I'm saying? He can't.
Got it. Yes. Okay.
He can't say that he is, because he got on the internet and said he let grown women top off his 16-year-old
Got it. See that? See? Yeah, I got you. I feel you on that. And you know what?
If he's letting that type of stuff happen with his boys, kids don't understand double standard. Oh, they get to be, kind of off the chain. Then when is it my turn to be off the chain? He's not understanding that at 13 and 14. She is not understanding the double standard of, I want my boys to be men, or this is how I'm going to break them in. They're going to get some pussy. They ain't going to be gay. She's not understanding that, seeing that, especially when the kids talking like, "Oh yeah, dad, let such and such come over and do this when we did this with her." Ha ha ha.
Yes.
So how was the little girl supposed to take that in and take that information in? And when her pussy get hot, what's she supposed to do? Say, "Oh no, dad's gonna be on my back," or is she gonna say, "Well, he let a 30-year-old bitch suck his dick"? Like she's gonna do.
I feel okay. So, and one of his.
I'm just saying,
no. You're right.
They don't understand double standard. She didn't understand the double standard of what probably was happening in that house, because I don't know for sure.
No, and
like I said, Boosie don't seem like the most strict parent. He just seems like he want respect for the gift.
Yes, and I feel like this. I feel like one of his daughters she likes girls and stuff like that, and I feel, and like I said, I think the only thing, because you're right on that, and this is why, like I said, have to talk, have to listen, have to be able to have dialogue. I guess it was. I can't see it's the disrespect. It's the disrespect. And just having blind hatred. That's the issue I'm looking at. That child is that hate that she has for that father came through that mother. There's no doubt about that. As far as children being kind of, I feel like you can be rational. Shooters go home and kiss. They won't. I can't cuss in front of my mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's levels of respect that what she has, that comes straight through. Like, once again, if she has not even a mother that is just crazy about Boosie, but a mother who has respect for herself, that child doesn't talk like that. That child doesn't treat her father that way.
I completely understand.
Yeah.
And I just looked in the comments, and lady was saying like, I don't know. In the South, we understand double standards, and all I can say to that is, that's you, Ayo, who don't cuss in front of your mom, and that's you, lady, who understand the double standards at an early age, because we have 3 people from the South.
Well, hold on. What? No.
When that's a totally different thing.
No. Hold on. No. When we're saying the double standard, we have to say specifically the way that a boy and a girl are raised. This isn't just the South. This is everywhere. Yes, that I feel like the double standard is understood to what we're talking about. Boosie's house, ain't no telling what's going on. But as far as a girl wanting to do what
we over here, it's the fun house. It's cool, yeah. And then I go to ratchet ass mama's house. No rules. I ain't really got. I don't have to abide by no law, no authority. Yeah, I respect my dad because I respect him over at his house. But then, once I leave his house,
well, like I said,
I can just be who I want to be.
But as far as the double standard was the boy being able to have sex and the girl not having sex. As far as them not understanding that, like I said, and you know what? It's different, and it's different in every household. I feel like we cannot make generalizations.
It's multi-layered. It is a multi-layered
Yes, it is.
situation, but
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of a no nonsense type of person. And chick, they all three look crazy to me. And cut them bitches off and let them devour each other in a couple of months. Give them the check and cut them off. You get what I'm saying? And
Most
that's
definitely.
just how it has to happen.
Yes, no, and
you can't keep, like I said, you can't keep giving her all the attention.
Yes, and I feel like
I know Boosie be giving all the kids attention. On social media.
Yeah, and like I said, the thing is, everybody has, and this is why this is important. Everyone has their way of solving an issue. Listening to each other's way. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not to say whose way is, but if the way I like to think about it is, if one of these people in this situation was your family member, what would your advice to them be? If Boosie was your family member, would you, and he said, I'm about to make a song and mention them in it, would you tell him not to do it? Or would you tell him, hell yeah? I think you would have to tell him, hell no, don't do that. If Boosie's your family member, if the girl is your family member, you tell her, get the fuck off the internet.
In real life.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo, I've done told my brothers to cut their kids off. In real fucking
life. Man, you got somebody.
I had a niece. Running away.
I'm talking about gangster for real. The real way.
Running away at 16 years old. I mean, it was so crazy, right?
That's
We was at my mom's, right?
Yeah.
And okay, my brother is sitting in the living room. He dozes off in the living room, and his daughter runs out the door crying. So he gets up and he starts cussing me and my mom out, talking about what the fuck, y'all ain't here leaving, da da da. We like, hey yo, we didn't know we were supposed to be responsible for a 16-year-old, right? So he going off, going ham, blah blah blah. I remember I looked at him because he was in the car because he like went driving around looking for her. He swung back around to my mom's house. I said, hey man, he belongs to the streets. You gonna have to give us home. And I said, damn, not to say my brother.
No.
Oh my motherfucking people did.
No, but see, and what you're like, once again, you understand. It's only logical when you're putting in what the streets mean and what these signs mean. Trying to keep a lion out of the wild, you'll be wasting your time. Only after 5 years of doing everything you can to keep them out of the wild, they go right back to the wild. So what did you do those 5 years? You trying to, like, it's there, it's in them, and that goes back to those first developmental years. Those are the important ones. Once you get 12, 16 and all these ages, the shit is already set. After that, you just trying to contain something that will not be contained. That's all they're thinking about. That's all they want to do. So that all that says is that you put more time into those developmental years. Not so much when they know how to talk, when they already have a swagger about themselves. At that point, you're just pretty much guiding. But as far as where they want to go, that's already set in them. So, no, like I said, everybody has a different way. And I feel like, once again, this is what I always say, as long as everybody can speak respectfully, everyone can disagree and we can come to the consensus of, no, I wouldn't do this because of this. I wouldn't do this because of that. But as far as having to everybody feel like their child should go to private school, or that letting your child drop out at a certain age and just get their GED. That might be something that, you know, it runs a long time in your family. Everybody has these little quibs, and some families don't believe in whoopings and stuff like that. And what we can do, we can come here and say why or why not, you know what I'm saying? But as far as fuck that shit, nah, we can, everybody can talk respectfully and have a good understanding. So most definitely, you know, like I said, I feel that. All right, we at 12 o'clock here. Katrina, always. Did you send that in to me?
What you mean?
Let me see if it downloaded. It didn't. I didn't get that from Naeem either. Did you send it to the email also?
No.
It was downloading the all thing. Let me see what I got.
Sorry, Ben, I'm out of here.
I got you.
Ratchet situation.
You already know the real way. There it is. So yeah, that's all it is. We did it from the top to the bottom. Everybody has to have their understanding of it. The
whole point was about him not being a father. But y'all want to pick out the list of. Never been there for me mentally. Anytime I felt happiness from this man, it was temporary. Very temporary. He bumped it down real quick. I can say a lot. I'm really limiting my talking. I can say a lot.
Tell him why you really left him up there. Tell him
yeah. First of all, I talked to him. I'm like, I'm moving. I've been telling him I'm moving to Houston. Been telling him. So boom, at the time I had my car, I was doing the transportation. I had to drive up here with my mama. And cause she had a bad car accident. What's that hard to understand?
Like I was really in a wheelchair.
And then on top of that, we got into it like at least 2 to 3 days before that. You know, he told me and my mama. No, he said yes, he did. And my mama. But when we really got
I don't know what the fuck going on. All right, like I said, heavy. We had a good night tonight. I appreciate everybody came through and showed that love. Tomorrow we will be speaking about
All right, y'all. So I'm about to do a story time on this C-list celebrity that flew me out. I wasn't going to say his name at first because my girlfriend was all like, oh, don't say his name. But my thing is this. I'm not exposing him because what's there to expose? Once y'all listen to my story time, y'all going to be like, oh, you didn't expose him. You just kept it.
that shit is going to be fun. That is going to be fun tomorrow night. So make sure y'all are here. And we're going to rock out the real way. If you've not went and got your copy of Without Google, you need to go to KRG 2858 on IG and buy yours. Look at this.
What is that very first song that stamped hip-hop as your favorite genre? I'm not talking about the very first song you heard. I'm talking about that song that made you feel at home when you heard it. For me, it was Jay-Z's Hard Knock Life. I remember me and my brother, we were standing in front of the house, and he was just describing to me how the little girl was singing the chorus. And in my head, not knowing how things work, of course, I'm like, hey, why he ain't pick me for that video? So I studied that video, studied that song, and I just knew that this is where I'm going to be at for the rest of my life. Or how about that very first pair of sneakers you bought? Now, I didn't have the money, but I begged my mom for like a month straight to have $75 so I can go get me some all-white Air Force Ones. At the time, they were only $65, plus tax made them $70, and then I needed some bus fare to get back and forth home. Because those times, somebody wanted some gas money, and I just ain't have it to give. You wasn't dipping into my Air Force One money. I dreamed about them shoes day in and day out until they was on my feet. You know how geeked I was to be walking around with those on? Now, what about the biggest sports moment that you heard about, even if you didn't watch sports? I still remember everybody and their mama talking about how AI crossed Jordan. Now, until that moment, you wouldn't even dare think that something like that could possibly happen to Jordan.
Yeah. These niggas ain't nothing like me, man. These niggas rather hit big lotto, man. I'm trying to hit the lottery, nigga. Okay, rip it out the package. I can ship it, I can track it. If I touch it, it's a classic. If I touch her, she get ratchet. My old bitch so dead to me, I probably flip her out the casket. She a pig without a caption. I'm a trip without the baggage. They say Timmy get too graphic. Catch a nigga out of traffic, make him drip without the fashion. What they give you, you can have it, man. I'm fully independent. What I get is not a fraction. No, I dance around the splits like I was Prince or Michael Jackson, nigga. Let me pop off. It's a talent, I can fucking never take my Glock out. Dick swinging on your bay, I'm playing top golf. I ain't out here tricking cause I'm ballin', I ain't hot sauce. Yeah, niggas super big. They poke your chest out, chopper make him do the shits. And if he do, he dead. Yeah, cause he thought shit was Gucci, but it was C-Tez. I feel like Shawty Low, cause I'm the man. Niggas foolish, but you know they know. I feel like the GOAT, cause I'm the best to ever do it. Put that on my flow, bitch. I be chillin', but I'm focused. Niggas know I don't miss. I put 15 in the Joker, he Nikola Jokic. I had 16 in the clip, so here go one to grow, bitch. That shit you poppin', they can't feel it, gotta up the dosage. I am so sick, the diagnosis is these niggas staying broke, osteoporosis. I like blue faces, bitches make my fucking throat it. Record her running like I'm Maury Povich. Record it, make her watch her eat it like I'm Jeffrey Dahmer. And my little demon shop at Neiman, devil wearing Prada. I'm out here watching for these snitches, call me Harry Potter. Yeah, cause my hand it won't quit itching, I need every dollar. Man, my bitch pretty as Rihanna, color terracotta. They tried to lock me out the game, want me carry water. But all these hoes on my hands, I can't carry nada. Was got the wife of little baby blue in Carolina. Yeah, drop top double R, I need every option. Yeah, that bitch come with an umbrella, shot to Mary Poppins. No weather stopping, nigga. I'm super califragilistic, yes, we have emotion. Was in that water with a stick and vest, I'm paddle boating. Exterminator trying to kill a pest, a rat, or rodent. Exterminator, once I get her, it's a rap, you know it. Man, this shit factual, don't mean I'm come off braggadocious. Everything I rap, I lived it. Everything I rap, I wrote it. I like my women chocolate and my whip candy coated. You know I got this shit on lock and niggas can't decode it. I shoot like Stephen off the screen, okay, I am reloaded. Now you gotta shoot off the screen in the arcades, man. That pussy used, bitch, quit acting brand new. You know I done made it cream and my niggas can too. Niggas not on top, band too. Ain't a thing they doing I can't do. Better take it. Yeah. I just told you niggas I don't like doing remixes. There can only be one.
We ain't about to be scared and we not about to be dead. Fuck all of that. Fuck that shit. Fuck it all. No. Motherfuckers, you need to invest in one of these. If you don't have a fire extinguisher, go buy one. $11 or some shit. They're not expensive. They don't cost a lot. We need to stop bullshitting. Are you prepared for a disaster? Yes, having a gun is cool. Having this, it look good on camera. Having this is fun. But it's not gonna fucking matter when this is what you need. My bad. This is emergency drinking water. They come in packs. They last for a very long time. You can buy them. They're not expensive. Like, we have to get prepared and understand that we do not have friends. We do not have allies. We're not going to have help. If everybody